What's up, everybody? It's show boy, Coach Booker in the building, man. We back, man, on the lines, sports media. Hey, man, it's Friday night. Hey, I know we usually go on Thursday night, man, but we just had to switch it up a little bit, man, just for a little bit. But we all gonna be, we always gonna be here every week, man. Every week, man. I'd like to thank all my followers, man. Like, appreciate you liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel, man. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to do this. I'm here with my boy, Philando Clark in the building.
What up, big?
Hey, man, we got guests, man.
Hey, we got. Hey, this is
Hey,
a look for the studio too now.
Yeah.
Look for the studio.
Yeah, we're in the studio, man. We got guests in the studio, man.
In-house. We got
He,
sticks going.
he must have been in this area.
I think he made a special trip for us.
He outside, man, Mr. Dick Army. Coach Washington in the
Twin.
building, man. Twins, just call him Twin.
baby.
I'm outside today.
I'm messing with that hat though, Twin. That hit.
Yeah,
Boy, that boy
my
came
brother had
Man,
this
he-
thing made for me. I'm outside.
WEA
Today.
Sports.
Man, he
Washington
got-
Athletics.
He got WEA Sports in is them rhinestones?
I don't know what it is.
Rice, it got fed up. It got fur on it. That shit look like a carpet.
That shit's sexy.
That's it's hot though. It's hot.
This dude got on a sexy hat.
Yeah, he came in swagged out too. That boy got his beach attire on.
Yeah, he came in.
Hey,
Hey,
appreciate the sticks though, Wash.
listen, he
You know
came in with the sticks. Wait a minute, I didn't get no stick.
Oh, hey man, look, you usually have one.
I know it, man. What's up? God, Derek, come on.
Hey man,
watch
what's up out there, man? Friday night, we live, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. It's supposed to rain outside. Y'all tune in, man. Ask us some questions. Tune in, man.
Yeah, man.
Share.
Go in the chat, man. Hey, listen, it's Friday night, man. We just kind of having some relaxed convo, man. Some relaxed convo, nothing too stressful, man. I know one thing. Tomorrow morning.
It's on.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got a little scrimmage going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now, because you know if Washington win, you know
Yeah,
the first thing
yeah,
they gonna do is
yeah.
call me.
Yeah. Yeah. They,
Watch gonna put our ass up.
yeah. Tomorrow morning, man. Tomorrow morning, man.
You know Watch gonna call me. They know I told his ass up.
And it ain't gonna be none of that.
Ain't gonna be none of that. You get
Hell
some
no.
revenge. You gonna get some revenge back from that.
Ain't
boy.
no revenge, man. It
I
wasn't
mean,
never.
sound like he, boy. Hey, the way he
I let
called
him-
me, boy,
I let him
he
get it,
won.
man.
He won like he won the city championship.
Yeah,
that
man,
day.
his son had a good day, man.
He did.
That's
Shout out to B Watch, man. That's one of my projects, bro. BJ, hey, wait till you see that boy. Wait till you see. If I get the nigga to stop pouting,
is his arms bigger than his hair.
nothing's bigger than his hair.
hair.
He's like Samson.
Yeah, the him and that hair, man.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
You got a shout out already. Shout out to Coach Watch. He keep those kids at Sedgefield working on that field, and they looking good.
oh, so he's
Work.
co-signing. Stu
My boy
Watt.
Stu up. You
He
know,
co-signing.
Coach Stu.
Coach Stu.
Yeah, we working over there, man.
y'all over there working.
We working, man. I got a good group of 7th graders, my 8th graders that returned. I got like 10, 12 of them. They locked in. You know, last year kind of side with them, so they ready to go.
I heard you had a Gronkowski over there too.
Man, that boy about 6'1", 6'2".
Okay. Well, hope he's not a.
Hey, this text just in. Let's go get it. Our old twins, some BTA.
Oh shit! Now you get the private text from the DM. Tell them to put it on the board, man. Tell them to show your face.
They gonna fully get them devil dogs tomorrow.
Ooh.
Can't
Is
wait.
that one of your players' book?
No, man, that's one of my coaches,
Well,
man.
coach need to put it on the line, man. He can't be texting you back door.
No, that's Q. Q is a caveman.
Oh, cute. Oh,
He-
no, yeah.
Q's a caveman. He has no idea how to even log on to this computer.
Q, you can tell Q from Atlanta when way he type.
Hey, man, you ever talk to a guy, man? You be talking to him about some stuff that's on social media, and he ain't got.
He don't know.
He don't know what the hell you talking about.
Man,
He don't know.
I don't be doing that. That just shorted. I don't do
Bruh,
that shit shouting.
Bro, I was talking to Coach Q, man, and it was like I was talking to him about the 11 to 10 guys that broke out of prison.
Oh yeah, they had a
in
bet
Louisiana.
on that. Two
Dude,
of them still out, ain't they?
Left.
Hey, Q had no idea what I was talking
Yeah.
about. I said, well, they might be in your backyard.
Hey, but that's kind of liberating. though.
What?
2 hours.
Not even know what's going on social media. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
man.
think.
Huh?
That's kind of cool. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, man. You ain't caught up in the minutia,
The minutia.
the minutia of
There it
the
is.
world. Their bullshit. So
Well,
kind of gotta. It's kind of. I kind of admire that, honestly. If it wasn't for business,
oh, this is it. This is Q. Hey Q, right now, man, you called at the perfect time, man. I'm
hey,
live.
congratulations too,
Hey,
bro. On
hey.
the grandkid on the way.
I'm live on the show right now, man, in studio, man, with your boy from Sedgefield.
Hey.
Y'all thrown out tomorrow, twin. About you, twin. I say, you know what? I don't care about Kennedy or Mid-Hill. Sedgefield gonna feel this heat.
Oh,
What
woo!
you doing, twin?
Hey, Q, Q, you know you live, right?
Oh, you what?
You know you
Every
live.
time you score, twin, you go crazy.
Hey, Book,
Every
let him
time
know he
you
live,
score,
Book.
That's
you
right.
lose your mind.
Hey, it was cool.
Tomorrow I got something for you.
You got
Oh,
one for me
shit.
tomorrow.
Hey, I got him. Hey, you live on you
Yeah.
live on social media. I know
Yeah,
you
you
can't
live.
see it. I know you can't see it at all because you don't have social media. So
Q is somewhat of a unicorn.
but you are definitely live right now when you're talking to Coach Twin.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah,
I
Q.
love it. We need more of that in the sport.
Why he get quiet, did he?
Q, did you got quiet?
Well, I'll never get quiet. I want twin. I don't want to hear you in Orlando. I want that dude that score a touchdown and get on social media and act like he did something.
Hey, Q. He said he told y'all ass up, Q. He called me right after.
Hey,
Can you hear me, Q?
I got something for you. Every time we scrimmage each other, twin, if you get off and score a touchdown, I read it on everybody's Facebook page. We gonna try to keep that happening. I don't need all the bad social media with my
Oh shit! I hear. So shots have been fired. Hey Q, man, congratulations, man. I know you got a grandbaby on the way, man. Congratulations on that,
Oh
bro.
yeah, man. We got all the stuff packed up now, trying to get her. Cause she on the watch list now. It's like if anything else, we gotta run up out of here. So
That's what's
we got
up,
the
man.
car loaded and everything, dog. We just wait.
Congratulations, bro. I'm right behind you, man. August. So
Y'all, wait a minute, man. Y'all ain't about to leave me out.
Okay. I got another
Hey.
grandpa on there.
Hey, listen. I got the cool name. I told my daughter for my grandson to call me G Pop.
G Pop. Okay.
We're going to G Pop house. I still want a cool name, even though I'm old.
I've been G Dad, bro.
I'm Paw Paw.
I got a sweater say G Dad on it, dog.
Oh, you got G Dad. I'm G Pop, bro.
G
I'm
Pop. I
G-Pop.
like that.
I should be coming in around Father's Day.
That'd be dope.
That's it. That'll be
That'd be super.
man. That'd be the greatest
That'd be super
ever
dope.
Father's Day.
Jackson
gift.
was born on Father's Day.
Oh, that'd be dope, right? So yeah, man. Well, we on the show, man. I'm glad you called just in time, man.
I was sitting here reading about we playing Mid-Hill. So I was like, let me call
this dude, bro.
Hey, the sun out.
Twin to know
The
that
sun
them
out.
thick tasty touchdown and he turned into an ass whipping.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's the reason I was calling you, bro.
Hey,
I
Q.
don't know Kennedy and Mid-Hill gonna get it. But that guy sitting in your studio right now, and be like, "Boy, I got him, boy.
I love it.
Got him, boy."
Hey, and he got a pre-stogie lit. One of the sticks. He's smoking a pre-stick. Victory stick.
He already claimed.
And listen, if you can see him right now, man, and he got his WEA hat on. You know what I'm saying? It got sparkles and diamonds.
Show him the hat, twins. Leave your head up in there, man. Show him your bedazzled hat.
He got them bedazzles.
That boy bedazzled.
Are we talking about the same guy that got on social media last year and said that JMA wasn't gonna even win that conference? And Sedgefield was gonna beat one.
Oh.
I mean, this was specific.
Oh.
Like, JMA gonna win their conference.
Oh,
Twin,
shit.
quit hating, baby. Quit hating, twin. Get your weight up.
Hey, I'm
Get
getting
your
the weight
weight
up,
up,
man.
twin.
We over there
Get
getting the
your
weight
weight
up.
up, twin. It's real over here, boy. It's real over here for Harris over here, man. Get your weight up, man. Statesville Avenue real, twin. It is no more Reds. You can quit talking about Reds and twin. They been the crowd, and it's a rap. So when you talk about this conference, Mr. Sedgefield coach, put some respect on that table.
I think it's gonna. Hey, Rancid on the comeback. I know Skins over there. They say they on the.
Nah,
comeback.
man, don't be trying to be nice about Ransom. You talking about JM and Sedgefield. Don't try
We
to
gonna
be
be
out
ready
here
tomorrow.
being PC.
We gonna be ready.
Hey, look here, but hey, that's going down tomorrow. But I think you got something bigger coming up the week after that. Talk to us about that.
Yeah,
man.
next Saturday we.
Hey, Q, I'm gonna hit you.
Next Saturday we got the WA Middle School 7-on-7. We're getting ready for that. Just getting the teams registered to send their funds in. But we got a couple good teams in there. So I'm excited about that. JM is in there.
Yeah.
Kennedy. They call themselves the Creek Boys. Wilson's
Creek
in there.
Boys.
Kennedy Creek Boys.
Yeah, they in there.
Oh, shit,
We're
okay.
putting 2 teams in. We're breaking it up because we got so many. We're gonna do a 7th and 6th grade.
That's what's up.
I think Mint Hill is doing a 7th and 6th.
Yeah, I think
grade.
so.
No, we're
Right.
gonna. I think we're gonna break it up in 2.
Y'all gonna break it up too?
Yeah.
Okay. So then McClintock is in, and I think Damon Gregory, my partner, hit me up and I think he said Bradford Prep. So we're trying to get some last minute teams in. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna
What
be a
about
good
what
tournament.
about your boy from I think Wilson?
Yeah, they in.
They in. Yeah,
They in.
I heard they were pretty good.
Yeah, they in. They were deep in 7th grade last year.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of 7th graders, so they in.
Okay. So it sounds like it's gonna be a pretty competitive
Not to
tournament.
mention now we got Mo Evans is
Yeah.
bringing.
Oh, the Piedmont kids.
Yeah, he bringing the Piedmont 6th
Yeah.
graders. The slow 6th graders.
Oh, okay.
So it's going down, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great tournament,
So
man.
so
We got some fun.
basically, Piedmont's the king until somebody prove him otherwise.
Why did he say that shit?
I'm just saying they win the city championship.
No, they
that-
this 7-on-7. Yeah, they won.
They
They won.
still the top dog, bro.
Yeah, hey man, I can't take nothing
take
away
nothing.
There
from
we go
Piedmont,
until
bro.
somebody come out till they come out
Hey,
there not champions.
We got to
top
figure.
dog.
Now, at the end of the day, you got to figure out the formula for Piedmont. You know, like they've been very successful, man. Hey, I'm a Piedmont alumni dad
Right.
of 2, so I got love for Piedmont. But I'm on Greg. We coming for your ass this year. I'm telling you right now. I love what y'all doing, man. You know, I'm behind you, whatever. But I ain't behind you no more. I'm in front of y'all.
Ooh,
I'm
you walking
in front of-
beside him. You say you in
I'm
front
walking
of him?
around. Yeah, I'm getting in front of his ass.
So you
this year.
showing him the way to the
Oh, Greg,
championship.
hey, it ain't going down like that, bro.
Okay.
It ain't going down like that.
All
It
right.
ain't. Now, but you know who's in closer proximity to Piedmont that should get them first? Who's in their conference?
Who's that?
Sayersfield.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean, I was trying
Well,
to.
I think we get them 2nd.
Yeah.
It's at home this year.
Sayersfield should
you
be
at the
on
crib?
that.
That's gonna be our
Yeah, at the
homecoming
crib.
game too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I like about Piedmont? They ain't doing nothing fancy, man. They very well coached team,
Execution.
very well disciplined team, execution. Now they do got a bunch of reclass kids. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't mean to say
You
that.
didn't say reclass. Did
I
you?
didn't mean to say that.
Dang.
I didn't mean to say that. But you know, yeah, they get the
Sound like you meant to say that.
no, they get the pick of the litter though. They get they get to get kids from all over, man, everywhere, man. They don't have to.
See, to me,
They don't have to abide by the rules.
So here's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you already making an excuse if you don't beat them. Then you can come back and say, "Well, I told y'all they get the pick of the litter." Is that
Hey.
what you're trying to say?
He can't be talking to me.
I'm just saying.
I ain't-
it
hey,
sound like you
ain't got no
you're
excuses.
looking for a cop out.
Hey, ain't
so
no
you can
cop
come
out.
back and say,
Hey,
"Y'all
man.
remember on the show?"
Hey, ain't no cop out.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying.
Ain't no excuse. Ain't no cop out. Piedmont is the king of the hill in
Okay.
youth football. They are, and we coming in JMA.
Be middle school
As a coach of middle school football, as a coach of JM, we come to get their ass. Hey, I don't know how to coach any other way other than go for them. I'm game by game, but my goal is to get the motherfucker at the top.
You got to
period.
go for it. You
Yeah.
got to do it.
That's
Yeah.
just what it is.
But you know what? I'm gonna just go be real with you, Book. Your problem wasn't offense. Your problem is when you finally got scored on, how your team
Yeah,
kind of dismantled.
yeah.
Because they had been scored on all year. They haven't given up many first down. I don't even
They
think
hadn't given
teams
up
are-
nothing.
Nobody was advancing past the 50, and that first time it happened, they kind of like, yeah.
I mean, what do you
How
do?
do you fix that?
Thank you. That was
That's the question.
that was my question.
How you fix
How
it?
do you fix it? How do you fix it? Because it's a mental thing, a mindset. How do you fix that?
Yeah,
man?
it's a
Mental,
complete
it's
mindset,
mental. They get
yeah.
down. You got to fight their way out of it.
Yeah.
Same thing they have in the schoolhouse. Same thing in the schoolhouse. You got
Yeah.
to fight their way out of it.
You get into unfamiliar waters and you don't know how to tread it. That's
Mental
what it seemed like
toughness.
what happened.
Mental toughness.
And you know what? I think that's the one thing, and we're lacking overall.
Yeah.
Just period. And in schools, I mean, this conversation can go crazy
Oh, this can go
when
a
we
whole
talk
100
when we
different
start talking about mental health
ways. Right.
and the mental health
toughness.
and
Mental
mental toughness in
Yeah.
this in the school system, at home. I mean, these kids are just not. I was excited as hell. I know this is crazy. I was excited as hell to see kids playing outside my neighborhood.
No, that's dope.
They were riding bikes.
Yeah, man. Get
You know what I'm saying? They was throwing rocks. I was just like,
Don't hit my car.
don't hit my car. They were throwing rocks, man. I was like, yeah. You know, they was falling down, crying. I was like, yeah. They were fighting and wrestling. I was like, oh, we might be back for this generation.
I like that. Hey, let me ask you this, since you kind of touched on it. What is it? What's the key component that most of these kids are missing that cause them to lack that mental toughness, that mental
Man,
fortitude?
hey, look,
What is
man. I'm taking it straight.
Let's take it.
I'm taking
no
it straight
sense.
raw and uncut, man.
Let's get it. That's what
Hey,
I'm here
listen.
for.
Forgive me. Hey, listen. Them parents. I don't care what you say. My mom, my dad, my aunt, my uncle, my grandma, my neighbor used to beat that ass.
Right.
And I'm sorry
Immediately.
because early on, you knew what consequences were. You knew what the pain felt like if your ass was to get out here. You know, if you wasn't tough. If you come home and you got your ass whooped in a fight, my mom was seeing your ass. My mother was seeing me back out there, and it's going down. Who was it? Let's go. Go. He's back. And make the same two people, the same big nigga that whooped I got to fight in front of my mama. It's just, hey, man, these kids. But I'm just saying.
And dads too,
Let's
man.
go off. Let's keep.
Dads,
Let's go.
dads too, man.
Yeah, man.
Dads. Yeah.
It's just that mental toughness really at the end of the day, it starts at home. The behavior issues, those aggressive, it starts at home, man. It starts at the crib, bro. These kids they're not getting the necessary discipline. Mom's outside, dad's outside. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying?
So is it the lack of fathers or is it the lack of parenting overall?
Everybody's blaming it on the fathers, man.
Right.
You know, I say it's an overall community, man.
It's a combination of things.
I think it's the overall community. What y'all think?
Everybody tell them it's okay.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it is not okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
I think the biggest problem is it's not even it's the unhealthy probably co-parenting. It's not even like just because people aren't together don't mean they can't parent together, and there's not different roles that parents take on. But I think that might be a bigger problem, not the absence of the father, but the lack of cohesiveness in the co-parenting roles, because people are kind of use those kids as pawns sometimes, so the kid ends up suffering. Not my baby.
You got to be held responsible too.
Yeah. But I'm saying you get a lot of my baby, not our baby, or until it's time for somebody to pay something, dad or mom, then it's your baby.
So you saying the kids are watching these bad relationships between
Absolutely.
mom and dad, and it kind of impacts
It does.
their mental health, right?
Yeah, because if you say in terrible communication, how you think you're gonna be able to communicate?
Yeah.
You're gonna communicate everything with a strike back. You're gonna violently or whatever. It's gonna be a level of aggression if you don't have. If you don't, you're gonna mirror what you see, especially at that age. younger
Absolutely.
kids. So, yeah, if you see healthy, co-parenting, then you understand that hey, people aren't together, but they can still.
What's that
come
clip
together.
you sent out, which was a great clip? You remember the wording on that?
Which one?
You sent out a clip today or yesterday. Go ahead. You can still talk.
No,
about
I'm saying like so if you got, a level of that, the co-parents they can co-parent well together, then the kid has a chance. If you don't have that, especially if the father's not present every day, then there's gonna be an issue. That boy's gonna take on some characteristics of the people he's around. So sometimes those may not be so self-serving. Let's just say that.
And confidence.
Yeah,
confidence. A lot of them they want to do it, but
no
soon
confidence.
As soon as something go wrong, they zone out. They get down. Like you say, on this defense, they get soon as something happened to them,
And they
get
check out.
down. They check out. Then you got to get them checked back in. Try to get them checked back in. A lot of it's confidence, man.
Yeah, I saw this clip one time. It was a boy that was like 21 years old, right? And the mom was still coddling him, and he lost his job and blah 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 blah. But the dad was like, shit, if he's hungry long enough, he'll go get a job.
Mm-hmm.
So men teach you, that's how I am with my son. I'm gonna teach you from your failures, bro. I'm not gonna keep rescuing you from everything. Sometimes you're gonna have to fall to see what this shit's like. You can't be you got to cut the apron string at some point as a mom, as a father. You got to be like, all right, boy, go see the world and do what you do. I'm gonna be there for you, but
Hey, what's up, boy?
you got sometimes you
Sure.
gotta let these kids fall, man. And stop treating them like babies and let them be men because the world is cruel. No one's gonna. Who picked you up when you was down? Who picked you up when you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't go to work, you don't eat.
That's it, man.
So let this dude starve for a little while. If he's starving long enough, he'll figure out a way to eat.
And a
That's
lot of
what I mean.
times too, man, on what I'm seeing in my school, a lot of these kids are starting to play organized sports late. Late, like 7th and 8th grade. Their parents want to kind of sit them out of tackle or whatever late. And I see both sides of it, but when you start a little early, man, you understand that team concept.
Right.
You understand, we lost, we got to fight back, get back in the game. Practices are tough. You meet kids from different places. Everybody's not from the same background, so that helps kids get tough. And just you can't keep playing I-9.
Yeah.
Right.
I
But
mean-
what can we do though? Like especially all of us, actually, because we get our opportunity, and we talk about this a lot,
Right.
and there's never enough conversation talking about the mental health and the mental toughness of these kids and the behavior issues that they have and things they're going through.
Right.
But what do we do as coaches when we get our moment? What when we get our moment to redirect or build that relationship with them? What kind of environment can we create for those kids so they can at least during the time they're with us,
Right.
they can feel safe and
We set some standards,
You just
man.
said that.
Set
What you
good
just said.
standards and what's expected of them. You got to hit your goals. What's expected. Start them off on some goals. Get the goals built up. The foundation, really. The confidence. You can do it. There's no. You got to get out here and fight through it and build them up. Like I say, the confidence. And once you get them setting their goals and getting the confidence, then you can start working on the standards. Up in the standards. I think.
right.
I think you said it. You said it. The first word you said was safe.
Yeah.
You got to let them know they're in a safe space. So sometimes you got to take your coaching hat off and just be a mentor. It just says you're not the father, or a father-like figure. And how you do that? The first thing you got to do is shut up and listen.
Right.
You got to listen to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes as coaching, all the time as coaches is my way. We do things my way. But as a mentor, you got to listen. You got to absorb the information, see where that person's coming from, give them a space to, feel vulnerable and be safe and not judge them and don't, you can't chastise, oh boy, stop crying. No, that's not what we're doing.
Right.
There's a reason why this kid's crying. Let him express himself. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest problem. A lot of these kids don't get to express themselves and they don't get to, get it out because they taught to be, just macho shit and men don't cry. That's bullshit. Right. So if you don't cry, you're leaving all that anger in there. What you gonna do? Strike out at the next person. Right. So I think that's the first thing you gotta do is create that safe space. And one of the things I talked about to my kids at Butler is that you gotta tell these kids, here's the thing. There's pain on both sides. There's pain of success and there's pain of failure, right? So how do you ensure the success is the preparation, right? So I always tell these kids this. Learn to live with the expected outcome of your output.
Right. Right.
Meaning, like, if you know that you was bullshitting in weight training all week, you was crying in practice, understand and be okay with that. You probably gonna play shitty Friday night.
Right.
That's your fault. That you got to accept those responsibilities, right? But if you bust your ass, you do what you're supposed to do in the weight room, and you in practice, and you engage, you know the playbook, you know style of film. Your expectation is to win. You know what I'm saying? So you can go into that game with the expectation, I know I did everything right. I'm going to win. Like, I'm going to win my one-on-ones, right? So sometimes, but here's the other side of that. You can do everything right and still lose. But you can be okay with losing knowing you prepared yourself. Because sometimes people are just better. That's
Absolutely.
just fucking life. You ain't going to win everything. No, there's one undefeated team in the 100-year history of the NFL. That's 72 Dolphins. So no one's perfect, right? No one's perfect. You're going to lose. You're going to win. But you got to understand, like, your preparation is going to be how you deal with the outcome of that shit. Is what I'm saying. So learn to live, understand what the expected outcome is, and then you should be okay. But like I said, the first thing we got to do is make them feel safe that they can talk to us about whatever and not be shut up and listen, bro. That's it. Sometimes they just like a woman. Sometimes they don't want your output, your input. They just want you to hear them out.
You know what's crazy though, man? Some of these kids, man, they come out of that school and they've been a freaking hurricane, a category 5 in that doggone school all day. Get out there to the coaches. We had a teacher a few times come to the practice and they're amazed at the behavior of this kid who's terrorized their classroom,
Right.
been very disruptive. But when they come out to the football field, it's just like
Quiet as a mouse.
like Johnny is very polite.
Right.
He's very respectful. He's taking the directions and directives from from the coaches, and like it's
Totally
it's
different
a
kid.
breath of fresh air for them to see this kid in that particular humble position. Like it's amazing, and it's almost like it's a study, man. Almost like that's why I was like, well, shit. Sounds like they need to create a whole bunch of jobs for the football coaches.
Right.
To be- or the back, I'm pretty sure it
Coaches.
happens in basketball, coaches in general.
Coaches in general.
You know,
Because guess what? Coaches got one thing can't nobody else in the world give them. That PT.
That playing.
the
time.
playing time.
Can't nobody else in the world give it to them.
Man, I hear him. I hear some of the kids be like, such and such was doing this in school. No. And he was like, I didn't do it because I don't want to get kicked off the team.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? We got to think about it. We got to think about it because most of these kids' mindset is their way out is through being an athlete, some type of way.
Oh, that's what you was talking about.
Yeah.
I sent you.
Yeah, John Hodge.
Yes.
Being an athlete or being a rapper.
Yep.
As a matter of fact,
Play that. Pull that.
I think I'm gonna play that clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I know.
That's a segue into playing that clip.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Yep.
It's the truth, though, bro. It's the
I see it
absolute
all the
truth.
time. I see it all the time.
Yeah. That's all they aspire to. Entertainment.
This is
Some
coming
sport.
from John Hope Bryant. That's his
Guy's
name. Excuse me.
Beast, bro. He's a beast.
Hold on, I gotta get to the clip. Oh man, you know how when you click it, everything else comes up other than the clip. Oh God. Okay. Something else comes up.
Something else came up?
Dang it. You got the clip, right? Why is something else coming up? Put on the mic.
Can I get an amen? Basketball players, baseball players, essentially all professional sports. In fact, in Canada, they'll tell you who the National Hockey League players, pros are going to be in elementary school. They literally target them and just farm club them all the way up until they're pros. We also do this with the arts that we have in the past. We've done this with the military. We still do that. We farm club military excellence. We create academies like West Point, where I just recently spoke at, where people are very intentional. Our leaders are very intentional about creating officers and special forces members and the Green Beret and all this stuff. We do it with the military. There have been areas, again, that we have rallied around a farm club system to be intentional. But the thing that's driving the biggest economy on the planet, which is ours, which is connecting education with aspiration in this new generation, we aren't doing it. Who's going to be the new accountants and learn technology along with that? So AI and technology are defining the new accountancy profession. Who's along with understanding math? Who's talking about the new attorneys or the new entrepreneurs or business owners, the new engineers, the new healthcare professionals, the new real estate professionals, the new finance professionals, the new bankers? Where's that group coming from? And that's why kids are like, in school, what's the point? Because they're modeling what they see. And if all you see in your neighborhood is symbols of success are rap stars, athletes, and drug dealers, why is anybody surprised that kids grow up wanting to be a rap star, an athlete, or a drug dealer? It makes perfect sense. You're modeling what you see as an aspirational reality. And this is, by the way, black and brown urban and poor white rural, by the way. And so if you don't see symbols of success, and by the book, The Tipping Point said at 5% positive role models, every community stabilize this. We need to make smart, sexy, and cool again, so kids want to stay in school and get people focused on their aspirational reality by connecting education again with aspiration. If you give kids who are really smart a goal, a target to aim at, they will. And so this piece is challenging our leaders who are dealing with the urgent, but maybe not the important, at the local level, the state level, the federal level. This is not picking on anybody. All of our leaders we need a vision that says the North Star is over there and people are not the problem. They're the prosperity. Like that's the product are the people. The 15-year-old from Detroit just might be the next Steve Jobs. That's right. The young kid in Alabama, we don't just need to target him for the NFL. We need to target him for Wall Street, right? Or her, right? So we need to have a farm club system. Operation Hope is doing some of this with AI Ethics Council and the AI LP3 initiative that SME and Sam Altman of OpenAI have co-chaired. Where we are literally creating a farm club system in Atlanta with the mayor, Andre Dickens, and the Atlanta Public School System and the HBCUs that are there, Clark Atlanta, Spelman, and Morehouse, to be specific, and Georgia State University, and the School of Business there at Georgia State, Dean Phillips, where we're literally farm clubbing the next generation of jobs and innovators using the power of AI, not to destroy the jobs, but to create them. Imagine the power of doing this in every city in America. Of the country focusing on our possibilities. You can't cut yourself exclusively out of a crisis. There's problems, there's waste. But we also need a North Star and a vision to say, how do we grow ourselves out of this? Let's take the folks who are at the bottom and give them a ladder to the top where everybody wins. Said another way, my rich friends, my poor friends do better if only to stay rich. We're gonna do that by creating a farm club system, connecting education with aspiration, and giving everybody a North Star so we're all rooting for the same team. Called America. John O'Brien. And I approve this message.
So the title of this was Rappers and Athletes versus Accountants and Engineers. We need a new farm system of American jobs before it's too late.
Right.
So he's basically saying we need to point these kids in different directions, man, because you know, like you said, what he said, people emulate what they see. They see rappers, they see musicians, they see athletes, they see drug dealers. So that's what they see growing up. That's what they aspire to be. So basically, he's saying is we need new systems. We need to put new opportunities in front of these kids, man. Like when we were kids, man, we all had trades in school. Like I had wood shop, I had auto mechanics. We had all kind of horticulture, all that shit. We were taught farming. We were taught how to hone economics. We were taught how to sew, taught how to cook, how to balance a checkbook, how to pay bills, how to be an adult. Basically, none of that exists now, bro. All right, and then now they're trying to privatize education, where basically if you can't afford to go to school, your ass ain't going to school. They want to do away with public education. So, like you said in the beginning, that shit comes back to the home, bro. You gotta put your kids in a position to be successful.
Yeah, I like it. He's definitely saying, you know, instead of the kids always us farming, taking an athlete from the third grade and farming him all the way up. We notice his talent, and we farm him up. We put him in, give him all the resources.
Right.
We give him all the tools to get him to the NFL. We need a farm system that notices a kid's talent in the third grade that could potentially be a freaking one of the top real estate agents in the world.
Absolutely.
One of the top, and we're not doing that,
Nope.
right?
Nope.
Like we need more programs in the schools, you know, that can potentially target those types of kids, right? Instead of just farming up, like just farming up an athlete. You see an athlete, boom. You see a kid with some musical talent, of course, which is nothing wrong with that. They're a musician if they, you know, but you know that's their aspirations is to be a rapper, you know, and be or be an athlete, and that doesn't always pan out. And then now it's like, what next? What have I been trained to do? Nothing. But what I see, which is in my neighborhood, is a drug dealer. So if I see a drug dealer making big money and making all these big purchases and doing all these big things, then that's what I'm going to aspire to be. So yeah, and to me it boils down to you know, the educators. He said through education, the educators, and at the end of the day, man, it's just that old school neighborhood. Got doggone what they say what's the old cliche saying about
Product of your environment.
community raises the child,
Oh, yeah,
the
village.
village.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the village, man. We need to bring back the village.
But you know the thing
from
is,
from
Bo,
old from a layman's terms.
we also need to let these kids know, man, like we haven't been in pads in 30 plus years. And we're still in football. We're still coaching.
Wow, that's another
I'm
topic.
saying, but think about it. I'm saying we need to also let these kids know that you can still be involved in football. You can become an agent, you can become a trainer, you can become a GM, you can become a scout. All those things is, just because you're not on the field, your career is going to be longer than the people that's on the field.
That's a fact.
Your career is going to last 20 years after these guys are retired.
That's a
So
fact.
you can still be involved with sports, professional sports at the level. You just got to get the education, get in the door. So there's so many different ways, man. Just because you're not on the field, even if you want to be a rapper, learn to be a music engineer. You can write. You can learn how to write. You can learn how to be an agent. You can learn how to be a promoter. You can always be involved in what you love, but you just don't have to be on the front line all the time, because that's a short-lived time anyway. I don't care what you do. That's a small window because people are going to get tired of seeing you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see all these other musicians that you ain't heard a song from in 20 years, but they still got money. They writing. They're producing. Just because they had their hot moment, Jermaine Dupri still getting paid.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see them on stage, they don't mean they're not in the business. So we just got to show them it's not just one spot in these industries, brother. You can do so much. Look what LeBron James did for all his guys. Now they're agents. They're all these different things and still involved with professional sports. So we got to show them other ways.
We just got to show them that's cool. It's cool to be, like you said, an agent. Learn how to be an agent. It's
Right.
cool. You might want to be a freaking student of the game. Just teaching the game. I saw a 10-year-old on social media the other day. He was sitting in the room with his coaches, and he was at the board. He was at the they was doing chalk talk basically, and he broke down how to the weak points of a cover two. He's a 10-year-old kid, and he pointed out every decent defensive player's assignment. He pointed out the weak points of the cover two, the dead zones in the cover two, and who would be based on your offensive scheme, who would be the hot receivers,
Right.
blah 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 blah, and that type of stuff we would like to see more of. Having clinics for those kids, or
Learn how to
at
be
that
coaches.
age. So yeah, we could forget the tackle football year round in the even though it's kind of catch-22 like.
Yeah. Make education fun. Make education cool.
Yeah,
Make school
definitely.
cool. We gotta make school cool.
You know
Absolutely,
what?
man.
And you know what? The problem is somebody making the freaking going to prison cool.
They let
Oh,
them
these
have
videos
phones.
they see.
They let them have phones and then
somebody-
they just showing you everything going on in prison, so they
Bruh.
think it's cool.
They making that shit cool as hell. Like
That shit ain't cool.
That shit is by design, bro. You don't think they can shut all these fucking Facebook pages down from prison? No, they want these kids to see that shit. They want them to say, "Oh, this ain't that bad.
It's bad.
Oh, they in there. Oh, they in there. Boy, they got them in there."
It's
with-"
bad.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but when these kids, from what adults are telling them, but what they're seeing on social media, it's two different things. They look like they're in there having fun, bro. They got
No fun.
having parties, but like I don't want to party with 20, 30 dudes.
nah, that shit ain't fun, bro.
There's
shit ain't
nothing
fun.
fun about
Hey.
it.
Nothing like being outside.
Hey, bro. At the end of the day, if you go in there at 14, let's say you go in there at 14, and you get, let's say 50 years, you might get life because that's what they giving these kids because they killing each other off, bruh. You don't even know what coochie smell like,
Institutionalized.
bruh. You don't even know what it smell like,
But you about to be it.
and
so-
you about to be. You know what you gonna know what smell like, man. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, just with that gruesome thought right there
Should be enough
is
keep
enough
you
to
out
say,
there, boy.
oh hell no.
Boy,
And it's the girls too. We need to get somebody on.
Oh,
the
yeah.
all these girls
Oh,
fighting. And
Oh
stuff.
man, it's terrible, man.
it's so
The
disgusting.
girls are more off the hook than the boys. We need to get
Disgusting,
somebody
bro.
on here.
It's
We need
disgusting.
to get
man.
somebody
You
in
see
and
these
talk
girls
about that.
fighting on, man. It's disgusting.
Man, I
can't
hear
even
about
watch it, bro.
the gruesome stuff that's happening with
And
these
these girls,
girls,
are
man.
vicious, bro.
They vicious. Now they fight. I give them that. They fight more than
fight to the
they
death,
fight. They don't shoot, but they fight.
but they gonna fight you too. Boy, come on. They trying to take somebody out of here.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. And you know what I don't like about the little girls, man. And you see them walking around, man. They got the little shorts on with their booty. Having your booty out means absolutely nothing anymore. Like these short, if my shorts ain't showing my cheeks,
What?
then what kind? They'll.
So it's who's
kind of
buying
short?
the clothes?
What kind of shorts are
parents.
those?
Who's buying the
parents.
clothes?
The parents.
Parents.
The parents.
They ain't got no job.
They
They,
better get
they either go into the mall stealing,
Yep.
or these parents are buying these
some
clothes.
parents buying them. Same thing with little boys. Where the belts at?
What do you man? Come on, my
Oh,
son
man.
know better than that
A
shit.
belt is a joke to them, bro.
Better
I
get
wish
you
you
a
would.
belt
I
on.
wish you would. I don't want to see. Why
Get
would
your
I want to see
string
your
tied
drawers,
up.
bro? Yeah, that shit is not cool. It's not cute. And then I saw the most disturbing video, bro. It was a little girl. It was like her kindergarten graduation. She comes
Oh.
out there and says she want to be. What she say? She want to be pregnant.
What?
Yeah. And then they had this videos of like all the little black kids. Oh, I want to be a McDonald's worker, or I want to be like all these low level thinking jobs, and they people thinking it's so cute. That shit is not cute, bro.
It's not. It's not at all.
But
I'm
you know
not-
what? We can't save them all. I'm tired. I don't got tired.
Coach, you can't be tired.
I'm
As
tired.
long as you coach,
I'm
can't be
tired. I like the kids. I be tired of the parents sometimes.
Yeah. You still got you got to do what you got to do,
Yeah.
man. Sometimes, listen, man, we talked about this before, man. Sometimes we're the only bright spot in these kids' life in their days, bro.
That's a
Like
fact.
it's like we don't know what kind of chaos they're going home to, so we gotta, we gotta take that time, that limited time we got to instill some discipline and some value, Again, also we gotta teach them how to be men to the best of our abilities in that, because some of these kids we can pour into them so much, and then they go home for the weekend, and it's like we got reset Monday.
Yeah, for real, man.
Got reset Monday. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't get tired, coach.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
I think a lot of coaches tired.
you gotta stop coaching then, coach.
Mm-mm. You can keep coaching, but you just got to see for what it is.
You
Sometimes.
gotta see what it is.
you can't
but
save
coach,
them
you
all.
can't give it up.
No, I ain't giving up on them, but I think you can't save them all. And as coaches, we pour a lot into it now.
A
Yeah,
lot.
To be a coach now, you ain't really traveling, especially you youth. You're not going anywhere from
Right.
August to November. You're not going anywhere. But at the end of the day, I had to rethink it. Like, man, I got to enjoy my life too now.
Facts.
Helping the kids, but you got to enjoy your life. You got to
Facts.
enjoy your kids. You can't
Nah, you gotta do that.
You
can't
cannot
neglect your
miss
kids.
out and do all the stuff with these other people kids, and then you neglect your own kids.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm
That's
sure
why.
a-
That's
I'm
why
sure
it's
there's a lot of-
important
yeah.
to have the mindset like Coach Washington, man. If I done spent all this time with all these other kids, when it's time for me to be on the field with my son, I'm playing daddy ball.
Segue.
Y'all done made me neglect.
Nice segue.
Y'all done made me neglect my child to run behind
your child
your children,
and bring them home with
And
3
then-
cars in the garage.
and then you got a problem with my son being the starter the whole game on both sides of the ball. No, I'm playing daddy ball. Hey, wait a little. Oh, keep it going.
Hey, y'all good? Y'all good? You know?
You hear me?
Nope. Yeah, the daddy ball. I was getting ready to give it a clapper.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Oh.
I was about to give it a clapper. I was about.
He was about to get around.
I couldn't reach. I couldn't reach my clapper. We back.
We back. We
Yeah.
back.
Hey man, come on man. We got the best engineer. Hey, give it up for the best engineer.
Yeah.
G Money in the building.
Lex GR.
But you know
Lex
one thing,
GR in the
one thing
building.
about being a coach's son?
Hey,
One thing about that kid,
Lex.
he gonna be at practice, every workout.
He gonna be at every workout.
He ain't missing one.
He can't.
He can't.
He's a standard.
Yeah.
So
He
you don't
the-
have nothing wrong with. You don't have no problems with daddy balls. What you saying?
No, but you know what, man? I love it.
Some type of daddy ball. Now, if your son ain't got it now, and you trying to make him that guy, now, we can't do that.
No,
Because
man.
at the end of the day, I tell Watts all the time. They be telling me to stop telling him this.
What?
I like, listen here, man. Your ass ain't cut. I'm gonna get somebody else in here.
No.
Hey, that's what you.
Hey,
tell him.
no, he'll do that. He'll do that. One thing I can say about Twin, bro, I be and always put your wife in it too, cause I done heard her go ham on your son, bro. So, but Twin, man, if his son ain't getting it done, he's gonna let him know it.
Yeah.
right there, right then and there, man. So
Right then and there.
Are you supposed to?
so yeah, we pick
That's
at
what-
Twin
hey,
about
that's
daddy
what
ball.
Come with it.
We pick at him about daddy ball, but he really holding that boy to a standard, man.
Oh, I
And
thought
if
you
he
about to
ain't-
say he holding him back.
Nah, he ain't holding him back. Hell no. He threw 3 interceptions, man.
Come on,
Boy,
keep
don't you-
throwing.
Boy, don't you throw another interception. Although little Johnny, where his daddy done sent him to quarterback camp over there spinning the ball. Oh, the white kid over there spinning the ball, waiting to get in.
And
That
Twin,
done-
you
done
ain't
been
let
to-
him in, Twin. 3 interceptions. You
done
let-
been to football camp for all over the
Damn,
country.
Buck. Damn, Twin.
Twin son done threw 3 picks in the
His
kitchen.
ass coming out of there.
Daddy ball.
He ain't throw no 3 picks now. He'll be
That's
out
what
of
he
there.
just said.
Man, my wife told my son, I don't know if you're ready to play for your daddy. Now, you don't play with him, but you ain't been when he the head
Oh,
coach.
you ain't been in there. You ain't been in
when he
there.
the head coach. She was like, at the end of the day, your daddy want to win.
Absolutely.
Hey, we got guys speaking to us, man. What's up, Greg?
Man, why he always try to be incognito? Man, just come on the show.
No, man. Hey, I told Greg, man, just come on the show with. And when you see us on the show, man, we like knowledgeable guys like you. You know, everybody in the football world want to kick your tail in football, but everybody respects your knowledge of the game, bro. Get your tail on the freaking show, Greg. Stop it.
What up, Knox? Okay.
Knox,
In the
what's up?
house.
What's up, Ron? Tyrone
I
Knox.
think Knox is the longest tenured coach in middle school.
We need to, hey, man, we send him a link, man. We can get him on.
Where Knox at? What school is it?
Mid Hill.
Hill.
Oh, that's Knox. Oh, yeah.
Coach
yeah.
Knox, man. You
Yeah.
can send him a link. You trying to get on.
I think he has the longest tenure.
Longest tenure.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, because we Knox, that's where we coming to your school tomorrow, Knox. Yeah. Where we playing at? Northeast or Mid Hill Middle?
Mid Hill Middle.
Mid Hill Middle. Okay, cool.
So if you in Mid Hill, come on out. Support your school. Support Knox.
Yeah,
on
man.
out.
Y'all
Come on
come
out.
man, support these.
We're gonna have some fun, man. We doing stuff that never been done before.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I really think about that a lot, man. The fact that middle school was that held back. You know what I'm saying? No offense to anybody. You know, it took a while for people to get out of their habits of hold. Man, middle school, man. Middle school has been held back for so long, man. Now you get guys like D. Armin Washington who presses the envelope.
He does
I be
press it.
pressing that button.
He pressing it, dog.
I be pressing that
Hey,
button.
he pushed the line,
But-
baby.
Because I get a call in a minute.
But you know what though? Is having those middle school camps when you started having your
Yeah.
middle school camps, man, they saw the importance and saw the numbers
man,
of
Twin-
kids that's
Twin-
coming out, man, and coming out to the camps, man, to the middle school camp, man. That means that they're sitting there wanting something to do. They sitting on the couch, man. And Twin has a freaking middle school camp.
Yeah, man.
And then
Friday
Twin-
night, right?
Yeah,
What?
Friday night.
Friday night.
And then he presses the envelope on CMS to say, hey, what can we do to get started earlier?
Yep.
We gotta get out here earlier, man.
You
Nah,
know what I mean?
Got you, bro.
So that's I'm gonna still give a shout out to you, man. I'm gonna continue to try to whoop your tail every freaking chance I
That's,
get.
and
bro.
that's
I'm
part
telling
of the
you,
game.
I'm coming for you, but man, I really do. I'm glad you know me and you are friends, man. Cause yeah, I love what you got going on, bro.
Because
That's
it gets
good
some
stuff.
kids ready. Some kids, like we were talking the other day at the workout, at your workout, about at certain schools when they see them studs, them black kids, they see them locks,
Oh boy,
they
freeze
tend to
up.
freeze up, man. They
They freeze up.
yeah, they freeze up and playing 7-on-7 and competing and going against other schools and seeing those athletes early and telling yourself, like we talk about confidence.
Yep.
And
building
see,
confidence.
I can play with these guys.
Yep.
You can. We've
Yeah.
been trying to tell you, but you can't wait till the season start to tell him that. You got to get that done in the summertime, so he'll know in his mind, I'm ready. I can do it. I can do it.
I think it's gonna trickle up too, bro. It's gonna have them going into high school with a different mindset, a little bit higher IQ,
Competitive spirit.
competitive
Yeah,
spirit.
Like
so,
spring ball. I understand
yeah,
spring ball.
Yeah. So I think it's a cool thing, man. You really did your thing.
But
with that,
let's
bro.
talk about that one word you just said, competitive. Like, does kids want to compete anymore?
I don't think so.
Some kids do want to compete.
I don't know. I don't.
Maybe they don't know how.
Let's give it a scenario. That's good too. So we're gonna talk about that, right? So, cause you get guys, you get these kids now that if they know somebody trying to take their spot, bro, they don't want to
They
compete.
can go
for it.
somewhere else.
They'd rather just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
They rather just bail, bruh. To me, that means you don't want to compete.
Yeah.
You want the easy
'Cause
way
you don't
out.
want to be the number 2.
Yeah, you can't stand, you can't mentally go through the process of trying to be a number 1.
Right.
Just they friends. Like
Do kids want to compete in you?
Like I
Let's
had a
talk
young
about
guy
it.
at the workout. We were going through the plays, and he told his friend, "Oh, you can go ahead and get in there." And then I say, "Why would you let him do it?" I said, "I know that's your friend.
Nah, bro.
I know that's your friend." I say, "But at the end of the day, you are competing with him. When the season start and we got there playing, do you want to come off the field and let him get some reps, or do you want to stay out here and get every rep and compete
Absolutely.
and be that guy?" And he looked at me and he was like,
You better
"I
get
want to
them
stay
reps.
on the field."
Well, get them
I
reps.
say, then if he don't want to get the rep, you get the rep.
Now, it's okay to be a good teammate.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's,
bro.
yeah, it's
Nah,
okay
yeah,
to be a
but
good
nah.
teammate. It's
Listen.
okay to be a good teammate. But I had to get to thinking. And he paused and thought about that. He said, "I don't want to
We're
come off
still
the field."
competing, bro.
I say, "Well, if he ain't ready, he got to be ready. Because y'all subbing each other out. If he ain't ready on the sub, because I don't do the subs. in
Absolutely.
scrimmages. I tell them, y'all got 2 or 3 plays. Y'all got to sub each
Get
other
your
out.
reps.
But some of them be on the sideline sitting over there on the bench chilling, and kids just constantly get their
Well,
reps.
then they don't want it.
I always tell these kids this: when Coach just said, get your reps, right? So I've both sons, just like Philando, all of us had kids that go through these football camps. We go to North Carolina State to a football camp.
Yeah.
Go to some of the mega camps. Go to the WEA HBCU camp. It's aggressive. You got to be
Yeah, you gotta get
aggressive,
your
bro.
ass up there.
Like at the end of the day, it might be 40 receivers or 40 whatever in your prospective position, running back, whatever position you're playing, and you might not get but a couple reps to show these college recruiters. You got to be a dog right now, starting at 9, 10, 11, 12, all the you gotta wanna be on the field,
Yeah.
wanna get that next rep. Don't let the next guy steal your reps because and I heard Twin talk about this, which was funny. I tried to catch him. That's when he went on his hiatus. I wanted to talk to him about the bad quarterbacks that come to the camps. Like
Oh,
I think
man, they were
Right.
blowing a camp.
Yeah,
let's just say you got 40 receivers and you got a quarter, and this is your opportunity to get a rep, and you let somebody steal your rep. And then the rep that you get is a bad rep because of a quarterback.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta
Yeah.
create that habit that I want to compete. I want to compete. I want to take reps. Right now, ain't nobody stealing my reps. And these kids got to get hungry like that.
I tell kids to steal reps, but I heard a college coach say he don't like when kids steal
I
reps.
love it.
Why?
I love it.
Because
some
the
of the
kids in the back of the line let you get that rep,
That's
man. He
on
really
them.
don't want that rep.
Man,
Hey, listen, as a coach, I'm like, damn, this kid keeps popping up. He competitive. He's taking somebody's reps.
yes. And
So
you know what?
I like that.
Those same kids, Philando, coach, are the ones that end up at the end of the camp winning awards.
Yeah, because they get more reps.
Because they
That's
get
all
more
you're
reps.
saying.
So kids right now will take the back seat. They don't want to compete. This is just my observation. I'm not saying all of them, but shit, it's a high majority of them. They don't want to compete.
Well,
They
then
rather
you don't want it.
they would rather go transfer somewhere else or do the easiest thing. What's the easiest thing to do? Freaking quit.
Quit.
And I hate it. That's why they need guys like us, man. Coaches that won't let them quit.
Man, listen.
You know that put demands on competing. And man, but these kids don't want to compete anymore, man.
I tell kids this, and you probably heard me say this 1,000 times. There are 2 times when you don't have no friends: jail time and playing time.
That's right.
It's every man for themselves.
Knox said dogs up front, kitties in the back. You right.
Absolutely.
You
You're
right.
right, Knox.
You right.
Yeah,
And it be
like-
the same ones in the back.
Yeah, then stay back there.
I let them stay
Because guess
back.
what? Guess what's gonna happen when we get to a tight situation? I'm gonna be like, oh, this dude wouldn't even take no reps. I can't depend on him. Remember that kid that put him in the game. Because he's at least gonna compete.
Absolutely.
He's been taking reps all camp.
He's gonna compete.
I ain't even seen this guy. I don't know what you can do. How can I trust you in this situation?
And it's not even being the best athlete neither, because I don't
No, I
see
need
kids
to be
who
competitive.
just want to get out there and play. They
Yes.
paying attention
He gonna make
because
the
they
play.
want to get on that field. They want to get out there.
And he's gonna make a
and
play.
even if they get out there 5 plays, they happy with them 5 plays. Because I tell them, it's what you do with your plays.
There you go.
You could be out here all game done nothing.
That's what Tom Brady said.
What are you doing with
When
the
he- when
plays
he
you
ca-
got?
When he went into camp, he was getting 2 reps, and he made those 2 best throws that he could possibly make. Next thing you know, he's getting 3.
Yeah.
Next thing you know,
What you doing with your play?
what you doing with your reps?
What about Flacco?
Flacco?
So now we talk about Flacco. They asked Flacco, and I probably could pull it up and read it, but just in a nutshell, they was
About Shador?
asking Flacco, is he a mentor? Is he gonna be a mentor to all the young guys? And Flacco was like, listen, man, if I say I'm gonna be a mentor, it's gonna be, it's gonna be used the wrong way. If I say I'm not a mentor, it's gonna be
Facts.
said the wrong way. I'm a football player.
That's
You're
it.
competitive.
I'm not coming here to mentor these guys. I mean, I know a little bit, so if they hear me talk, and I say basically, he was saying if they
That's
hear me,
true, though.
if they hear me talk about things that I know that they don't know, hopefully they're listening. He said, but it's not my job to make them listen to me.
Absolutely.
He said
That's why you got coaches.
because at the end of the day, get the hell out of here. This 21-year-old, 23-year-old is trying to take my damn job.
Absolutely.
And that's what Flacco was like, shit, I got to compete. They got to compete.
Absolutely.
I'm not getting ready to stop and mentor these jokers.
I'm
Man,
not a coach.
I'm a football player that's playing to keep food on my.
You sitting back there, you got 3 to 4 seconds to make a decision.
Yeah, you throwing in air, and they will ruin.
So
a
that's why
camp.
it's not translated to the field, because when they get in the line of fire, there's no comfort zone there.
Well, let me change that. When I say ruin the camp, they will ruin the one-on-one session of a camp.
Yep.
Because it's a lot going on.
Which is what most people want to see.
What they want to see. And
I mean, you
they're
gotta also
doing.
think about this too. They're throwing in new receivers. So they're not throwing to the guys they threw to in practice. They don't know these receivers' habits. They don't know where they want the ball. All they know is where they're supposed to throw the ball. Right? If I'm working with Zion every day, I know exactly where he wants the ball when it comes.
Yeah, but you ain't throwing the damn ball out of bounds.
No,
You ain't
it's
throwing-
Onto the damn
I
ground.
feel what you're saying on that.
That should be
part.
horrible,
Yeah, that's
man.
terrible. I'm saying as far as having that connection with your receiver,
Oh, for sure.
that nuance is not there, because you throwing the guys, it's like pickup basketball.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
only know what you see right here. You don't know his habits, and
But I tell them at my camp, listen here, man, don't fuck the camp up.
you don't put the pressure on.
Y'all
From
put
the
the
jump.
pressure on this
From the
because I'm
jump.
like, these kids need you guys to throw good balls so they can get a look. You need to throw good balls so you can get a look.
Right.
You out there dirt balling it and
That's terrible.
and you throwing it like in air. Nobody's pass rushing you. We don't got no time on the throw, but then you can't execute throw. And I'm talking about bad throws. I ain't
Bad
saying
throws,
like-
I've
yeah.
seen some terrible.
I'm talking about them
throws.
dirt balls. He wide open. You don't overthrew him on the 9 route. The shit selling out of bounds. You ain't place it. I can see.
You got to give him a chance to catch it.
Yes.
But
It's
can't-
horrible.
You can't tell the kid he can't come to your camp.
I ain't say he can't come to the camp.
No,
I
hell
just
no.
tell him, don't
Hey.
fuck this camp
Saying,
up.
like,
The
yeah.
light's gonna be on you. Y'all gonna make or break the camp. This
Yeah.
section.
Yeah, your camp.
One-on-one.
It's like $250 to get in your camps, right?
No,
Oh, not that.
I
high.
need to get the 250.
No, but you're right, man. Just seeing that talent level just kind of being declining, and the quarterbacks coming
Yeah.
to these camps. I've seen a huge, big decline in quality quarterbacks coming to these camps, and you can't get like you said as a receiver, man. Shit, man, I need good reps.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
talking about in the last 10 years, I went to that HBCU mega camp. Them kids like these quarterbacks trash.
So once you remedy that by bringing out some next level quarterbacks, meaning like if you have a middle school camp, bring out some quarterbacks, high school quarterbacks to throw to them. You got high school camp, bring out some college quarterbacks just to throw the ball.
Yeah, but how the hell do you get a look if you're
No, I'm saying like when you do your competitions or whatever, you got and
Your
we're
one-on-ones.
focusing on the one-on-ones. We focus on the DB and the receiver, right? Bring some guys out there on that competitive side. When it gets down to it, it's gonna get some good
What
ball.
then? What the hell? They don't
I'm
pay
saying
for
you
the
can get
camp.
some guys come out there. You can mix them up. Mix them
Nah,
up.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
I'm
but-
not saying these guys can't compete, but listen, you also got to say, all right, we're focused on the receiver and the DB. We focus on. I'm gonna get these guys to throw the ball. Now, let's say we want to focus on the quarterbacks, and now the quarterback's gonna throw the ball. So it's gonna be more focused. These reps are more quarterback focused, even though we're using the receiver and the DB. But now we want to have an opportunity for the receivers to get some quality reps. So we're gonna put some college quarterbacks in here.
because as much as these parents are paying for this quarterback training, and quarterback training is the highest in football.
Of course,
Yes, it is.
That shit is a car payment.
It is.
So
That shit is a car payment, bro. And,
Yeah.
and we only, as of now, one day in a week, Saturdays. Now, when summertime come, we probably might pick up another day or two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I won't. People be bashing these quarterback coaches. I mean, it's every quarterback coach. I hear another coach say something bad, but you can pick up something good from any coach.
Right.
You can get something different, but the fundamentals seem to be missing with these
Anybody want to see
with these quarterbacks.
Anybody want to see one of the top quarterbacks in middle school football? We're gonna be at Mint Hill Middle School tomorrow. One of the top coaches plays for J.M. Alexander. His name is Ashton Jones, and he is going to terrorize.
Yeah, you're gonna see some good.
Everybody's
He
defense.
put a whole lot of pressure
Yeah.
on Ashton, ain't he?
No,
No, man. Ashton Jones is
he
a
threw
ball
14
player.
touchdowns
All right.
last year.
That's 15. He threw 15.
15? Okay, he
Yeah.
threw 15 touchdowns.
As a seventh grader.
Yeah, and then he got this other kid, B. Wash, gonna be out there. Shit, let's get these young quarterbacks.
It's gonna be some
credit.
nice quarter. Yeah, we're gonna have some
Got some
nice
young
quarterbacks
quarterbacks coming
tomorrow,
out there.
baby. Hey, we talking about these quarterbacks, but I can tell you what, the evolution of the young black quarterback. Yes, sir. I love
I'm
it.
talking about smart and ain't focused
Yep.
on just running.
And they know how to read defense.
yeah, focusing on
Yep.
throwing the
So
ball.
you prepping him for next level.
We'll be prepping them, but I can truly say that kid from McClintock.
That kid, yeah.
Now he was, I think, was the best. He might not have had as many touchdowns as your kid,
Yeah.
but I think he was the best middle.
Mechanics-wise,
I think he was the best middle school quarterback.
No. Well, I'm gonna have to say Daryl Smith's son from
Yeah,
Northridge.
Yeah, Northridge.
He
yeah,
was
he
a
was a good quarterback.
dog,
He held
boy.
them down. He made that offense
Good
go.
gracious, that boy's a dog.
But what I liked about that kid, I wish I knew his name. He was 6 foot. He was standing in the pocket. He could have ran.
He's very poised.
Yeah.
No, I've seen
a
him
lot of
play.
times he could have just took off and got the first.
Right.
But he stood in there and he wanted to get the throw. And that's getting him ready.
That's next level.
That's next level stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think this year coming up in middle school, you're gonna see a lot of good young quarterbacks. What's the girl Brandy? Is that it? She coached football.
Brandy Cates.
Yeah, her son was working out there. He was at the training with B. Wash. He's gotten taller.
Where's he going?
I
I
think
thought
he plays somewhere in Gastonia,
Belmont.
Belmont or something.
I thought I was gonna get
Yeah,
him. Brandy.
Yeah, he's gotten taller. He's looking good. You got Funderburk, Eric Funderburk, son.
Thunderbird. Yep.
Ethan over there. You got your quarterback. Give me his name again.
Ashton Jones.
Ashton Jones. You got Brandon
So it's gonna
Washington.
be some quality
It's gonna be
quarterbacks,
some
what we're
quality quarterback in the middle
Okay.
school.
But where can you see most of them next week?
At that middle school, Sam.
Mountain Allen Middle School, charter school.
Yeah, that's where they're gonna be.
Yeah, man.
Slanging it.
It's going down, man. On the line's gonna be out there.
So if any high school guys listening, man, and you want to check out some up and coming quarterbacks, man, they're gonna be on display, man. Mountain Island High Charter School next week, next Saturday. man, all day, man, balling all day. If you want to, I mean, I know y'all high school guys, y'all high school coaches, y'all already got it figured out. So
Hey man, they
I-
out.
I wish
they don't need to come. They already got it.
I wish they would let the middle school. I wish they would let the high school coaches kind of touch these middle school kids, especially the quarterback position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're dead now.
Like let them that one position.
bro,
Let them come and be able to
bro.
see it, get in the room on the board with them, especially your
Yeah.
direct feeder. You know what I'm saying? Let them be at practice.
If
and
nothing
see
else,
it.
you just said it.
That one position. I'm saying that one position.
I like that. I like that. At least do some
Better
chalk
receivers.
talk.
Okay.
Do some chalk talk with them. Sit
Yeah.
them down and teach them how to read defenses and understand the different defensive schemes and how to read them and where the weak points and the dead spots are. And that'll be great. That high school coaches take on
Yeah,
that
that's dope.
responsibility of raising a young quarterback like that. Yeah.
I like
Great
that.
idea.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, just for that one position. I ain't saying for every.
Yeah,
That
at least
one
the
position.
quarterback.
At least the
Position that
quarterback.
my
Spend
son
some
just
time
happens
with
to play.
Spend some time with the
See?
offensive coordinator.
See how he snuck that daddy ball in there?
What?
That's the position his son just happens to play.
But B. Washington,
Yeah, of
may not,
course.
it probably will migrate on to something else.
B.
This-
Washington's
this is
just a
some middle-
football player.
Yeah, this just some stuff he popped on last summer. I want to do it, so I was like, okay, I'll let you do it. But
You can
Having realistic
quarterback my
goals.
team, son.
having realistic goals, man. You know, you got to have the height for this. You can't be. I tell him, you can't be 5'9", 5'10".
Nah, B. Washington
quarterback.
got it. He prototypical right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like the height is metrics involved in this.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you
It's
better know.
metrics. It's
The measurables are super important
Right.
from that quarter. I can tell you, just speaking of measurables, man, we was doing some workouts over at JMA, man, and one of the North Mac quarterbacks pulled up, right? So he came out on the field. I thought for sure 100% this kid was a receiver. It's like 6'5", 6'4" and a half, something like that. And I asked Coach Jett, I said, who's this kid right here? Who does he play receiver for? Because I just assumed this dude is. I mean, if you see him, bro, he looked just like a receiver. Plays quarterback, North Mac, JV. I'm
JV.
talking about
Wow.
he easily 6'5" right now, playing quarterback. And he was doing, just what Philando said, bring him out, let him throw some balls. He was out there throwing balls to our middle school receivers, bro.
That makes a difference.
But that North Mac, look out for that quarterback. I don't even know the kid's name, but I let him practice with him. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
he
need
was.
that.
You can't
and
deny
he-
him work. You can't deny
Hey,
him work.
North Mac got one over there. Hopefully they can, he
They're in
they
our
keep him.
conference.
I think the kid Cato. I'm always saying. I think Yolanda Cato's son. I think he's a gunslinger. I like him. I think he's gonna have a phenomenal year. But he said he lost a lot of players. I would love to see him.
What he's at
slinging that
Olympic.
I would love to see him going somewhere like Mallard Creek, throwing that ball to people like the receivers. They got Khalil Price over there. I would love to see him deep balling that thing to him, man.
Oh man,
With that offense they got.
Khalil gonna be a fool.
Yes.
Khalil's gonna be a fool this year for Mallard Creek. Hey man, shout out to Mallard Creek. Matter of fact, they schedule came out. They first game Roseville.
Woo. They starting out with that heat. But they play great
I
schedule.
know how that feels, boy.
Woo.
And then I still think they go to where do they typically go? They go to is it Gaff? But I know they start out with the infamous Roseville that Butler started out with last year.
Yeah, boy.
Because I know last year they had like a bye week and a team in Ohio needed a game.
Yeah.
So they set it up and they set it up like on a Sunday, Monday. I think Friday they were on the road. Got there Friday, got in the hotels late, laid down, did
Got up and
brunch,
played.
and got up and played. And then they beat that team in Ohio. But
Yeah,
the
they
thing
did.
about the team in Ohio, that was a top ranked team in Ohio.
Yes, it was.
They beat a top ranked team. I like that, man. People, because like everybody want championships, but sometimes when you go on the road like that and play teams like that, that is good for your kids' recruitment.
Absolutely.
It is.
Get a different set of eyes.
And that's
on
what
it.
people don't understand. That is good for your kids' recruitment. They went to Ohio and put them things on somebody, a top ranked team.
Nah, bro, that's good.
That's good for
You
recruitment.
playing
man.
against a team, you have nothing. You have no idea who they are.
So when them coaches come, they know they playing against top notch talent.
Yep, I agree with you. You want to be nationally ranked, you got to play a national schedule.
Yeah. So I know a lot of teams in Charlotte don't travel. Some teams don't go anywhere. They don't like to do that. But
Hey man, I'm
For
rooting.
those who do, I love it, man.
Hey man, I'm rooting for the Creek.
Exposed. That's
Creek,
real exposed.
Creek start out with Roseville, and then they have Warwick. I'm not sure who that is. Y'all at Warwick. I think they're are they? Yeah, I don't know where they are. We'll do our research on that. And then they got Grayson. I think that's the team you were just talking about. They got Grayson, and then they got Myers Park, Cardinal Gibbons, and then they get into the, the conference, West Mac,
Yeah,
North
they
Mac.
got a great
Independence.
non-conference schedule.
Man.
They getting to it.
Hey man, I'm telling y'all right now. Hey, I'm gonna put it on the line. I love all these coaches and what's going on with the new conferences. I think Mallard Creek's a sleeper. I think Mallard
Yes.
Creek and Coach Tinsley are gonna get it done. They're gonna be somewhere in the end. I'm going with the Creek. I'm putting it on the line right now. I'm going with the Creek, man. Coach Tinsley, don't let me down, Coach Tinsley. Let's go. Yeah, and he just tweeted out, "Let's go."
Let's go, Coach.
He just tweeted out, "Let's go," and
Hey, man,
and he
but
posted the schedule.
Yeah,
I love it.
Hey, but let me tell you
I'm on
something
that.
now.
I'm on that Creek boy.
Creek
My nephew was
boy.
the assistant strength and conditioning coach.
That's fine. That's great. That's
My baby
fantastic.
coming over there.
But guess what? Ryan Hills is back, baby.
Oh, here we go. Them
Coach
Bullets.
Hills is back, baby. It's a different energy, baby.
Who gonna quarterback that team? I know you got a running back.
Man, you gonna
You
see.
got a receiver.
Nah, they got they got Drusick, and I like Drusick because Drusick.
Hey,
he-
boy, that boy done put some size on
That's
it
the
too, boy.
quarterback. That's the quarterback moms and dads we talking about that send their kids to quarterback. They intentional about getting their kid to the level. Being one of the top quarterbacks. So Drusick is definitely, but Drusick is more of a pocket passer to me. He's not gonna.
And
He ain't gonna break the
That works for Hills offense.
the pocket breaks down. He's not gonna, but he's not gonna get away from you. But the running game over there, I think it's gonna be great. I think they got a hell of a running back
Oh,
over there.
yeah.
They got a hell of a young running back over there that's supposed to be really good. What's the kid's name?
Marion, man,
Marion.
from Ohio.
He's from Ohio, man.
Big
Lot-
boy.
Yeah, big
Bro,
running
he
back,
got bigger
man.
since last year, bro. He don't put
Yeah,
on like 20
So,
pounds.
and then just the idea of having, since we're talking about Butler, just the idea of having,
Coach
one of
Hill's back,
the
man.
winningest coaches in the state, they have that winning pedigree. Man, hey, if I see a Butler of Mallard Creek, yeah, I might have picked Mallard Creek, but I know this about to be a hell of a football
Hey,
game.
listen, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm there first hand, bro. The energy is way different. The output's way different. The kids are ready to go, bro. They're ready to go. They're back to what they're familiar with.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So we know the offensive line is gonna be at a premium. So that's his forte. So listen, man. Hey, but we like where we're at. We like where we're at.
He don't want to.
Keep
I don't want to say
writing
much. I don't
keep-
want to say
keep-
much.
Y'all just keep
You
writing
know,
us off, baby.
I'm just making. I'm just the one that got these boys popping out of their uniforms.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
we
got
good.
a
Like
they bodybuilders.
yeah,
We good, bro.
yeah,
We
yeah,
good.
yeah. That's cool, but but it's man. I think high school
It's
football
gonna
in
be super
Charlotte
exciting, bro.
is gonna be crazy.
I mean, much respect to you got to give it to West Charlotte. They top dogs.
Now them four boys.
I got them four.
Yeah, they top dogs
them
right
four
now.
boys.
Four boys, stupid man.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on them four
No,
boys.
no
now.
one sleep. How you gonna sleep on the state champion?
But who you think gonna be the sleeper like the schools that's
He just
building?
said Mallard Creek.
No, I'm talking about like the schools, like those the up and coming.
Palisades,
I like Palisades.
Palisades.
Palisades. Yes.
I like Palisades.
Yes.
Yeah, they had a really good season last year. They came up short, but
They made the playoffs.
yeah, they made the playoffs. Palisades been around what?
What, three,
4 years?
I think it's the third year.
Maybe 4 years.
Yeah, man. Shit. Man, they got a hell of a program getting athletes out there, man. I'm taking Palisades on definitely the what are they? Are they in the 7A?
I think they went
They might be 6A.
They might be 6A.
Are they 7A, 6A, somewhere in there?
I was just looking at that schedule. They had them. I know in the polls, preseason polls, they had them number one.
So it got to be like 6A.
I'm taking Palisades for the
yeah,
sleepers.
that's a good program.
The-
My niece go to school there. Shout
Yeah.
out to Kayla.
Shout out to Kayla, the Palisades. Coach Washington gave you a shout out. But yeah, man, I like it. You know what, man? Charlotte, man, come on, man. Middle school
We on
football, high school football, we on fire, man. Now we got to make sure the thing we always on top of it is the recruiting, making sure they get a fair recruiting throughout their journey from middle school through high school. Now it's
Well,
Did
here's
you-
a great thing, man,
Yeah.
about these conferences this year. There's gonna be some recruiters out there. There's gonna be recruiters at those games.
Now we
You're
can
gonna get your opportunity to play in from some Power 5 schools. I can promise you that.
yeah.
Even if you don't think you're on the radar, you can go put yourself on the radar. Some of these games that Butler, Malik Creek, Chambers, West Charlotte, Independence. Come on, bro.
come on, bro.
Every week.
Come on, man.
Every week. Scouts gonna be there. So
What Huff working with? Anybody know what Huff?
man, stop
Man, don't
big
start that
ass
shit, man.
schedule, bro.
I mean, every year, you know, they got out like 18.
I mean,
young
Huff is gonna be Huff. Hey, don't get it twisted.
They
Huff
got a good
plays
coach.
solid ass football. I love their the coaching that they're doing over there. They got one of the top DBs, defensive coaches, Chachi. Man, the Huff is a hell of a ball club, man. It's just, you know,
Nah, they're
right
good. I'm
right now
saying
they
they're good.
right
I'm
now
saying
they
just
can't finish. They're not finishing strong, you know. But hell, you can't take shit
But I'm
away from
saying,
Huff.
but here's my thing.
Huff,
Now, not to
Huff
take-
be whooping all these teams'
No,
ass in the last
they
couple
do.
of years.
Nobody's taking anything from Huff. I'm saying, like, with the strength of that schedule, is that gonna hurt them in the playoffs?
Yes. Yes.
because they're gonna burn through that conference.
Yes. That's
No
going to hurt.
question. That's no question.
Much as I hate to say it, it's going to hurt them.
Yeah, that's not even in a competitive conference to them, man.
Yeah.
But that's
They-
I would be afraid that my kids would be not battle tested, bro.
Yeah, man.
Unless I don't know what their out of conference schedule looks like.
It don't matter. It starts at the beginning
tough
of the
games,
season.
but you know maybe you can kind of. But then you're gonna go into a not so challenging gauntlet.
Bro, it's what happens in November and December,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get
Yeah.
you're gonna play through September and October to get there.
One thing about it, man, they might be really healthy because they ain't gonna
Yeah.
have they might be good and healthy, and that's important.
That's important.
Shit, that might be the advantage that they might have because they're gonna run through. They're gonna be able to they're gonna be able to rest a lot of their starters.
True. Probably the third.
You know,
quarter-
that's a good thing about what's
third
going on
quarter,
at Huff,
they gonna
bro.
most of their starters won't. Play
Some of
fourth
these
quarter,
guys that don't usually get the reps are gonna get some
which
reps.
is actually good
Which
because
is a
now you're
good
gonna get
thing.
some. You're gonna have them. So they're gonna get some fire. They're gonna be in the line of fire. You know, your backup. So your
Yeah.
backup's gonna be seasoned as well because they'll probably be starters. Probably won't play fourth quarters in most of these games.
So let's look at it like that then. A healthy Huff, regardless of their schedule, is dangerous.
Right,
Mhm.
they're dangerous for sure.
A healthy Huff is dangerous. What about Grimsley and freaking West Charlotte?
Oof.
At where they playing? The Bank of America?
Yes.
Man, that's gonna be a good game.
Whoa!
Because everybody like Grims, but I'm like
Yeah,
I'm like them
the four
them four
boys,
boys
baby.
ain't scared.
Hey, Forward Boys, man.
Them boys ain't scared. Now,
Hey,
that's
one
a
of the
different type-
one of the leaders of a pack is a Bettis Ford.
Hey, one thing about them boys,
For
man,
sure.
For
hey,
sure.
they not scared.
Nah, man.
They
They
on
coming
Bettis
in-
Ford, bro.
They coming in there. They
You on
coming in
Bettis
there.
Ford. How you can't afford to be scared?
They coming in there. They gonna be ready.
I got to give it to man. Shout out to Griner, man. And he's just he a cool guy, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's
Yeah,
been on the show. We
I
gotta
like
give him back
talking to
on.
Griner, man.
Matter of fact, we got to get all those power conference coaches on there, man.
One thing about Grant, I hear people always say, "Oh, he's not an X and O coach and blah
Well,
blah
he
blah."
won a state
but he don't
championship.
won two
Two.
state championships at two historically black
So
programs.
he knows something.
He
Hey,
doing something right.
Hey,
Maybe if he don't know X and O's, he know how to put the X's where they supposed to be.
Hey,
and the
if-
O's where they
if-
supposed to
Hey,
be.
he know
if-
how to get him on the bus and put him in the right seat.
If
You know?
I'm the head coach and I got Twin and Philando calling my shit, I don't give a damn. I don't have to know no X, no
I
O.
know who needs.
Y'all
to be,
got it.
I know. I know who need to be calling the X's, and I know who need to be calling.
Hey, matter
the
of fact,
O's.
man, what can we take over? Can we take over one of these programs, man? Let's take over a program somewhere, man. I
There you
mean,
go.
hey, me.
How you think Jupiter gonna do it up Garrison?
Hey, man, we gonna see.
Eventually, it's
It,
gonna
look,
pop.
it looks promising from the.
Hey,
outside,
you know what?
man.
Jupiter's doing good. He takes good pictures.
It looks promising from the outside.
He takes good pictures. You know.
I will
like,
say
the
this,
angles
man.
that he takes on the pictures look like he got a lot of
The
participation.
numbers are better than they have been. I would say that.
That's what I'm saying. He take good pictures.
So,
Now, in high school, how many players are actually playing? You might show up with 40, 45, 50
half
kids,
of them.
but how many are actually hitting that field? Is it like 28?
Half.
About 28 are actually in the game playing?
Yeah, I
About
would
20
say.
about
Well,
20.
11, you think about 11 on, 11
It's gonna
off.
be 25 to 26.
So you think about 11 on, 11 off, right?
Mhm.
11 on, 11 off. That's 22, and then you got your special teams, but they only, they
most of
play
those
one
guys,
of the special teams.
start.
So
on one
you
side
go
of the
you
ball.
go as deep as 28 to 30.
28.
Yeah, because
28.
most of the guys on special
So
teams
he
start.
got. So
on
he need to
offense or
get at
defense.
least He need to get at least $20.
He needs 100 kids on his football team.
He needs the whole
Stop,
school
man.
out there.
I would let everybody
Hey,
play.
man, I ain't gonna let you talk about the G.
Nah, man.
They
I,
gotta get going.
man, I've been in Charlotte. I'm not
Hey,
from Charlotte.
but the demographics can change over there. I saw them. They had a couple.
That's what they
of-
need.
Yeah, they got a couple people gonna be coming in there that normally wouldn't be there. So
That's what you need sometimes.
yeah, I think they
that
started
affects the
pull from
booster
that.
club. And
Yeah,
when you got
exactly.
money.
They started pull from the community, man. Which
Yeah.
is,
All right, give me the predictions on Garringer since y'all talking about him. Go ahead.
I don't know.
3 games.
Three
Games what?
Twin, that's great.
They gonna win 3 games?
3 games.
That's one more. That's one less than Butler won last year.
3 games.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
That you might need to hit a little clapper thing on that.
3 games. I'm getting 3.
Hey, we won 4 games, man. Listen, bro.
3 games.
Butler in 4 games don't even sound right.
Now,
That don't even sound
now
right.
how can we get? I don't even want to touch that youth. When I go to youth football game, boy, if it ain't
I'm
Pop
not going.
Warner,
I'm
I'm
not going
nervous
to.
as hell.
I'm not going to you.
I'm
Nah,
nervous as
yet
hell.
no shit. Me.
Pop Warner, I ain't
going.
nervous.
Nah. Hey,
If it
listen.
ain't Pop
listen.
Warner, man, I'm
going.
nervous.
Oh,
as
whoa,
hell.
whoa, whoa! Now y'all touching my soul.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Coach Philando. No, that's bullcrap. Philando Clark, bruh, don't do it,
Y'all don't know how to act, man.
man. Nah, man, it doesn't have
You
anything
know
to
what?
do.
You know what? You can't put it on all of it because some leagues are still classy
Yes.
and they got stuff going on.
But you
It's
know,
just a couple.
but it's a
It-
proven
it-
fact that
maybe
two
it
things
ain't
can be
even
right at the
maybe
same
ain't
time.
even. The
I love my youth football
maybe
family.
It's just the parents. Damn.
I
So you
love
gonna
my.
ban the parents?
No, you can't ban the
Goddamn,
parents.
Sometimes them parents, man.
You gotta
goddamn.
ban them. Just bring the kids. Drop the kids off.
You know I did.
We'll-
You know I did.
We'll go buy some protesters to fill the stands up.
Nah, man, parents are gonna fight. Hey, there's nothing we can do about parents fighting in the
Nah.
freaking bleachers and
We
all
gotta do
that.
better,
you know what I'm saying?
Mighty, man.
gotta do
They're
better.
just gonna we can say all we want to say. Gotta do better than that. We gotta do that. Man, them parents are gonna fight.
Bro,
I-
but we didn't have that when we was first started coaching.
No, we
out.
didn't, man.
You might have something pop off every now and then, and that's just the nature of the beast.
You didn't have that at
You had
Dorado.
that.
You was at Dorado. You
but
ain't
you
have no
ain't see that on a
brawls.
weekly basis. It's some
Base
shit like
for
that.
Saints. We didn't have brawls.
No,
Your ass is getting suspended.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
was getting told you can't come to school.
we was
bro.
banning people from the game.
Yeah, you banned. You don't come.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. So is this
It's,
generational thing?
it's this generational
the
thing, man.
new guys, the new kids.
And the thing I hate, man, is the kids are watching this shit, man. They parents. The kids are watching this
Could
shit.
you imagine watching the game and your mama and your daddy getting their ass whooped up there? All they shit they be talking. All that shit they
Y'all
be
need to
talking.
fight, but get their ass.
All that shit
whooped.
they be talking about how they whooping
get your
somebody.
ass
Now they
whooped.
whooping your ass. Now they undefeated against you as a kid. They
You
undefeated
gotta get
against
your
you.
daddy to get his
And then
ass
you
whooped.
look up there and your mama or your
Mom and
daddy,
daddy. in the
Your
thing.
mama and your daddy getting beat up.
or your mama up there or your daddy up there them got their ass whooped. And then on
You
top of
gotta
that,
quit now,
you
bro.
gotta get in the car with
You
your
gotta
ass.
quit.
Do you know how you gonna look at you
Nigga,
know how
you
you
better-
gonna look
they-
at
they-
your mama or your daddy
every
don't
time,
get
look,
their ass
look,
whooped?
look. Every time you say something to your son, be like, "Dang, what you said to that dude at the field."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mama don't got her ass whooped. You look back and it's your
Both
mama.
your parents
And
got
all she-
beat up.
And she on the ground getting her
And
ass
all
whooped.
she- and
Her
you,
wig done fell off.
you get in the car and all she asking you is any. Hey, look in the glove box. See if there's any tissue in there.
Hey, your mama
Could you
wig. done-
imagine the
Hey,
ride?
look, your mama wig. done fell-
Could you imagine?
lash done
Could
fell
you
off.
imagine the ride home, man? You don't see your mama get her ass whooped.
All
Alright,
this shit she
alright.
be talking.
Hey, man, listen, man. We're not promoting about.
We not promoting.
Fuck
Nah,
that.
man. Nah,
We're
man.
not promoting, but we gonna talk
Could
about
you imagine the ride home though?
Oh man, it's gonna be bad.
Because she undefeated against the kids now.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn
No,
30
your
and
daddy bad though. Your daddy beat everybody's asses.
No, she 30 and
I
0
wish
gets
a nigga-
kids.
She 30 don't get
But yeah,
kids
but you know how many times your daddy say, "I wish a nigga would say something like that to me."
I mean, you looking at your mama like, man, my mama got
My mom just got her
Got her
ass
ass
towed
whooped today.
up out there. in them
Remember that?
bushes.
It's a song Jay-Z said. The kids gotta look at you like, "Is this my dad?"
Wow.
Your
And,
daddy
and
got-
most of your teammates might not know it's your mom up there getting whooped.
No, they know. They know.
might not know who was fighting.
They know.
Nah, they know.
They know. They know who your mama
You
is.
think they gonna know?
They
Yeah,
know who
'cause
your,
when
I bet
she-
they guarantee
when
they
they
know who your
can't hear
mama
no
is
more.
for you know who your daddy is.
Yeah. She gonna go silent because she gonna be down there getting her ass whooped. My mama was yelling, but I don't hear her no more.
Bro, let me tell you
I
something.
can't imagine.
I would
Kara-
tell you
I
something,
I
bro.
can't imagine my mama Kara Jean at a game.
They get her
scrapping.
ass whooped.
And then I looked up there and my
She
mama
get
getting her
beat-
ass
she
whooped.
get
Once
beat
she
up.
whooped my ass, she up there getting her ass whooped.
Damn.
I mean, man, damn.
Would you lose a level of respect for her?
Hey man, this conversation right here started with y'all talking about youth football. So I'm getting back to that. Y'all not gonna talk about my youth football family because that's not what's happening at the majority of these games.
Okay. I
Alright,
dig that.
you're right about that,
But
but
you
it
know,
happens enough.
2-3 videos will make it look bad.
That'll make it look real.
Oh
bad.
yeah,
Nigga,
the brawl in Louisville.
Lord,
the
have
the,
mercy.
the
going
brawl.
down.
Y'all saw that the brawl in Louisville.
Somebody threw a hat up in the air. It was a signal. Somebody came.
Just
out
don't
with
try to
lawn
fight the
chairs.
coach. I'm too old. I'm locking you up. I'm going all the way through. With
Oh
you.
no,
I'm
I'm
not
coming.
fighting nobody.
I ain't fighting nobody.
Your ass gets
Soon as the fight,
charged.
bro.
press.
Listen, soon as they start
Press
fighting, I'm
charge.
walking to my car.
I'm pressing charge.
Grab
I'm talking
my
about fighting
son.
the coaches though.
I'm
They
gonna grab
want
my son
they want to
and
fight
grab
the
my
coaches.
family, and we going to the car.
They want to
I'm
fight the
out
coaches.
of there.
Yeah,
Don't-
man.
Don't fight me, bro. You gonna do that time?
Well, you know, first of all, ain't nobody fighting fair in no damn more anyway.
There you
Hell
go.
no.
Ain't-
I'm
ain't-
grabbing my family,
rules
and we
are
going to
different.
the car.
I gotta
Because
punk out.
guess
I
what?
gotta punk out
No,
these
no,
days.
no,
Take
I'm not
off.
fighting
punking out.
nobody.
I gotta get to the house.
Man, I'm not fighting nobody. Bro.
Yeah, it ain't because they ain't gonna fight fair.
No,
Boy, you know they going
I'm
straight.
gonna
to
get
the-
your ass that paperwork though. I'm gonna fight you with that paperwork.
Swiss-
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I will fight, but not no more. I'll fight your ass if
I
you
ain't fighting
if
nobody,
you gonna
man.
fight fair. But guess what? They ain't gonna fight fair. So guess
Man,
what? I
I'm
ain't
not
fighting.
No, call me what
I
you
will
want.
knock a
but you gonna
motherfucker
call
out.
me alive. I'm not fighting nobody.
Say it again, coach.
Call me what you want, but call me alive.
Damn right.
I'm grabbing my kids.
And I'm getting in that truck
and
and
I'm
I'm getting
out of there.
I'm getting out of
I
there.
don't
If your
go-
ass step in front of that truck,
I'm
though,
gonna run
that
your
truck
ass over.
undefeated.
I'm gonna run your
Them
ass
trucks
over.
undefeated, bro.
I'm not gonna witness no fight. So if they ask me what happened, I don't know. I heard they was fighting. I grabbed my family and left.
Period.
Period. I'm not doing it, bro.
I hate
No.
it, man.
That's terrible. I ain't no, my ego ain't that big.
Nah, I ain't fighting none of
No,
this
no,
shit.
You,
These-
you call me
but-
what you want.
But I did talk about on one segment. I think I got a clip out there somewhere talking about the delusional coaches, the delusional parents.
Delusional as
That's-
hell.
that's-
He ain't did no work all summer. And do you think I'm supposed to make him?
Listen,
I ain't
The
Jesus.
quarterback.
I
that
ain't
is not
Jesus.
today's kids. That's all kids through
I'm
all
not
generations,
Jesus, bro. I can't make
No,
miracles.
I'm
happen.
talking about the delusional parents.
That's what I'm
is what
saying.
I'm talking
That's
about.
what I'm saying. They
That's
be
been
delusional.
social media just pulled
Don't
the
want to
covers
spend
off
no
of it.
money on in investment,
development.
training, development, or nothing. Don't want to bring them to the free. I'm talking about free workouts. Coach just trying to just help him get his footwork together
that cut
and
in
get
that
the
time.
understanding. At least, you know, at least
I gotta
understand
get
the
up. I gotta
basics
get
of
up
the
early on
game.
Saturday,
But
though.
my kid ain't running the ball.
He ain't been here.
How many running back freaking camps have you put him in? How much money have you spent on any running back camps, any running back one-on-ones with any trainers? But my kid ain't carry the ball.
Coach James don't put on 10 workouts. He ain't made it to 2.
Yeah.
Terrible.
They didn't even throw the ball to my son, but he don't know. I tell him to run a slant and he run a go route. Come on, dog.
Coach don't like me.
Yeah, the coach don't like me.
It's the reason he don't like you.
There's some delusional parents out
Not
here,
a
bro.
coach on the planet is not gonna put the best player on the field. I don't give a shit what you.
First of all, man, I still got. I love y'all parents, man. Thank you for the opportunity, for giving me the opportunity to coach your kids. But sit your ass in the bleachers.
Yep.
If you know you ain't invested no time in your kid, all you did is drop them off at football practice. You ain't put you ain't get no training, no additional
Nothing.
training. Sit your ass in the bleachers and let him go through the process.
just like I
period.
told my kids.
And
be-
stop thinking you could just put it in a microwave and it's
Yeah.
just popcorn, some
Instant.
popcorn, microwave, shit like that. No, it's not. It's a
be o-
process.
Be okay with the expected outcome.
Exactly. Stop it.
That's all I'm saying. You heard me say that. How you watch? Be okay with the expected outcome of your efforts.
Back in the
Period.
day, you was on the bench. You would actually sit on that wooden bench.
Oh.
And get the
Listen,
splinters
man,
in your
I got your
ass.
Hey, man.
Nowadays, you ain't even there. Your ass, the
Nah,
bench
your
is
ass be
the
hot.
bench is reserved for the kids to
Hey,
come
man.
off the field to sit down.
Nah.
Stay your ass
So
up.
you should
No,
stand
you know
your
what?
ass up.
You know what the bench is reserved. Now, one thing I can say about you football, the bench is reserved for parents.
Oh,
Because at any given time, you look around and you got a damn whole group of parents sitting on your players' bench. This
y'all ain't blocking.
You be like, man, they ain't got badges. They ain't got nothing. And we at a high school stadium, man. We got to stop that. We got to stop that shit, man.
That's a security issue.
But hey, ask them. But you know what? All you got to do is be like,
We don't want no parents.
anybody want to hold the chains? Man, them motherfuckers are scattered.
Hell no, they don't no change. That's how you get their ass
They
outside.
want
Hey.
to be coaching their son.
If you want to get a parent off of your sideline, ask them to hold the chains during the game. They asses out of there.
Roaches and lice.
Boom.
But you know
Go.
what? You got them certain parents. They gonna hold them damn chains.
Yeah, they
He
gonna
know
hold-
his
so they-
ass
so
gonna
they
be
can
on that
coach.
pitch. He gonna be on that field.
So the coach say, son, when they on the field.
I held a change at the middle school games when my son played middle school shit. And my son used to look over there like, damn, my dad was holding the chains.
No, go hear about this shit.
I got to play hard even
Boy,
if
you
I
listen,
ain't getting
boy,
no,
I held his
even
chain
if I ain't getting the ball, I got to play
Man,
hard.
listen, I was on the sideline with the middle school chains. Yes, sir.
You was on the sideline.
Absolutely. I wanted to watch my son.
Yep, right there.
I ain't coach him, but I
you
want to
holding
see
them-
him.
You holding them sticks.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great view.
It is.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
a
do
great
the
view.
same.
You can't do that.
Last time I,
I love
had
it,
to
man.
change B Watch played for McCattonville. We was in the regional. We was in the state championship. We were getting our ass whooped. We were throwing picks like hell. We started the game off with 3 picks.
That nigga threw the chains down.
Hey, I threw them motherfuckers down.
quit. He
Hey,
Where's the,
Daddy ball.
where's the guy that was holding the chain?
hey,
He's at the concession stand.
I threw them motherfuckers down, man.
That motherfucker sitting there smoking a cigar.
I
somewhere.
threw them
Exactly.
motherfuckers down. Went and talked to my wife, man. I had a panic attack, bro. I was so
Because
goddamn
your son
mad.
threw 3 picks.
No, he run the ball.
Oh.
We throwing the ball when we should be running the ball.
Oh,
That
that's when you.
particular
Oh, he was. He played with him at Mechanicsville though.
time. He played.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't playing like you wanted to. I remember all them conversations. He got them beat ball.
He ain't getting the ball. We throwing the hell out that motherfucker now. We throwing it,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I
we ain't
remember.
goddamn running it, boy. Hey, it's 21-0 in the goddamn 4 minutes in the game. Man, I threw them motherfuckers down. Hey, the only reason I went back,
You're a bad parent.
I showed him.
Wash, you're a bad. You're
Hey,
a terrible. Why
hey.
you showing your son?
Hey.
What did B. Wash learn in that moment, Coach?
I hope he didn't see.
No, he saw it. Son, sometimes you gotta
The
quit.
only reason I picked it up because the lady picked the sticks up,
Oh, you was about to quit.
and I said I can't let her hold them sticks.
Oh, so you being a
Oh,
gentleman.
so you did grab the
So
stick.
I went back.
Oh, so you had a little.
I had a
tantrum.
moment. I
You
had a
little
fucking
tantrum.
moment. I couldn't believe that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I need to have my ass in the stands. I don't need to be. I ain't no sideline guy. I need to be in them damn stands, man.
I can't remember the last time I sat in the bleachers. Well, college football, that's about it.
In
Yeah, your ass
basketball,
gonna sit
in
up there.
basketball worse, bro. That basketball worse.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, that basketball bring out the evil.
Yo, you
Go-
right. You courtside. Everybody
don't cut
courtside.
Go to an AAU game.
I don't
Oh,
cut-
it's going
No, I
down.
don't caught that evil. It ain't even about the team playing good or nothing like that. It's when you be focusing on your key and you be like, you done worked on that shit, did all that training. Then they don't want to go score that ball. They want to just pass that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey,
You want him to
You are a
shoot?
terrible daddy
hey,
baller.
hey, only thing I say, if you're open, man, just shoot the ball. Hey, I don't
That
pick
nigga
up,
open when
I
he
don't
cross half court. So
I don't
try
pick-
to tell
I
him.
don't picked up my book bag and walked out on so many goddamn games, went to that car and got that stick, that cigar man.
So you
Let me ask you something. Let me ask
you
you
are a
something.
terrible
I-
dad
That
parent.
basketball bring out
So,
the
so,
evil.
so I'm asking both of y'all. So if, and I'm guilty of this shit too. So either way, if your team is getting their ass whooped that your son play on the team that your son plays on, and the kids getting his, and they getting their ass whooped, do you care if your kid, if he scores 20 points and they getting their ass kicked? Do you care whether the team loses or not?
Selfishly, but not
I
really.
now know we need to be winning. Goddamn it.
So you
You
tell
care
me-
about the
so
winning
you tell
and
them they lose and B watch pump in 20.
I
you ain't
want
gonna
them to win. I'm about the team, bro.
be- You
Now,
just
once
say you ain't about the team because
I
you
know.
quit when they was losing. Don't give me that bullshit.
quit?
You
Me?
just say you threw the flags. the sticks
Philando,
down.
I
if,
quit.
if Jackson got
I quit.
5 pancake blocks and they get their ass whooped, do you really care
I really
about
don't
whether
care.
they win or
Not
lose?
necessarily. I mean, it's good for his
I
stats.
want
That shit is going on film
that's
when it's
going-
time
hey,
to get a
listen, at the
recruiter.
end
Hey,
of the day-
I'm different. I want the damn team to win now because I
But
don't
you
pay-
gotta get. But hey,
I don't
listen,
pay this money for these bags and shit, and normally I'm driving somewhere. We ain't played nowhere near the house, so I'm driving 30 minutes.
So
I don't
this
get all
nigga
that
act like-
driving
he
and
said,
shit,
This nigga
I
said
don't
30
spend-
minutes.
and-
I thought he was about to say 3-4 hours. This
30
nigga- I don't
minutes.
go
30
30 minutes. You
No, let me
You're
tell you.
terrible.
Because when he
Watch.
played for me and Hill, we were driving an hour. It
Oh,
shit
my,
takes us an
ooh,
hour.
shit.
It would
In
take
the
us
city.
an hour. Now we didn't even go home. We straight from school.
Nigga, you drive 45 minutes to bring in the trainer. I don't
That's
hear
what I'm
none of that.
saying. So I'm on the road. I'm the on the road type daddy because I'm gonna go get that work. We gonna drive and go get it.
Yeah.
I'm about the team. When his
I like
ass,
that.
Now when his ass is doing good, I still want the damn team. to
I
goddamn
like
go.
I like to see him produce, and then he's producing on a team that's winning.
Yeah.
So then you're gonna get more eyeballs on that team. You know, they winning, and then you got why are they winning? Because B Wash getting it done, or Jackson,
right.
he had 20, he got
I
10,
love it. I
10
love what you're
games.
saying,
So
but
yeah, of course, yeah,
in high school's a little different animal. You need them stats.
yeah.
You need them stats.
There you go.
And
So,
actually, they look better when you're getting them when you're getting blown out because that shows you still gonna compete. So that it's a little different animal at high school. Middle school, youth ball, not so much. High school, you gotta have them stats.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
You gotta have them stats.
Stats getting you recruited.
That's what I'm saying. So let's say they down by 20, right? And my son's playing guard, and then he gives up fucking 3 sacks. That is not a good look. You see what I'm saying?
Not at all.
But if he gets out damn 25, 3-4 pancake blocks, and they still getting their ass whooped, he's a competitor.
Yeah.
He's still gonna do his job. We know it doesn't matter the situation. He's gonna do what he needs to do. That's what I'm saying. So high school is a little bit different versus middle and youth ball, where they're not gonna get recruited anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want the team wins,
Man, but you know
I
what, man?
couldn't take that not playing.
Speaking
That
of
shit
youth,
irks my ass.
Speaking of youth football, man, I've seen some of the. I mean, I love my youth football guys. I'm gonna continue to say that because I know what the commitment is and all the hours that you put in and the volunteer time. Man, some of y'all suck ass.
you are retarded, bro.
Man,
Let's talk about coaching them slides though.
huh? Coaching in slides, coaching in Timberlands,
Oh my God.
coaching in jeans,
Sagging.
coaching with your pants sagging.
You gotta
Man.
look like authority to get received and
And
respect.
I'm
bro.
just talking about, and that's just a part of it. That's just a small parable of it.
bro.
Let's talk about the actual coaching itself. Man, these coaches don't even know what indies are. They go, I'm talking about the coaches where you drop them off, and by the time, if you got
You
practice
know,
at
scrimmage
6,
the whole time.
you got 6, it's 6 o'clock. By 6:15, 6:20, you are scrimmaging. Your whole team.
We ain't worked on nothing from last week.
Man.
No,
We
we
just
just going back out.
We gotta go.
Bro.
fix this. We ain't
We're
fixing
gonna
the
do
problem.
our conditioning.
We
We're gonna
fixing
do our
the
blah, blah, blah.
problem.
All right, let's go scrimmage. Offense, defense.
Bro, how the hell does that happen? But my problem is, what parent are the parents paying attention? This is where I drop my kid.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
they don't know, they don't know.
No, they dropping them off.
Oh, here's what I'm saying. Like,
not
let's
all.
say
of
if you
them.
got
Not
a
all of
kid.
them.
No,
Not all of them.
most. But I'm saying, here's one thing. Let's say this: you got a kid that's playing 9U, 10U, whatever ball, and you got coaches that are doing exactly what you're saying. They're not doing indies. They just going straight to scrimmages.
Right.
This is by greater chance you got an inexperienced parent in this game. So I only know what they see. They don't know that these kids supposed to do indie.
Right.
So if you don't know, you don't know. But if me and you go out there and be like, "Oh, coach, y'all ain't gonna do no indie. Y'all ain't
Now
gonna."
some of the mamas know what's going
I'm
on.
saying I'm not saying they all don't. I'm saying for the most part, if you're new to this shit, you only know what you see.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna go out there as coaches, even if we had never had a kid play youth
you
ball
gonna
until this year. We've been around football long enough to be like, hey, coach, you ain't gonna work on blocking, you ain't gonna work on tackling, you just gonna go straight.
Basics.
You see what I'm saying? Because we know the game. But if you got a parent that does not know the game, they only know what they see in practice. So it's
Right.
normal to them to do warm-ups and then start scrimmaging. You know what I'm saying? But us, if we got a son that's just starting out playing 7U ball,
Right.
we gonna know, coach, hold on, coach, you're not working on tackling, or you're not doing this indie shit. You
The
just
idle time.
All
You
right.
got kids
Yeah.
just sitting
All
there
right,
idle.
I got one thing. I got one thing for Coach Washington. This is Coach Washington because he revolutionizing this and groundbreaking grassroots coach that always starting some shit up.
come up with something.
I need for you to start having some coaches clinics, bro.
Oh, I've been thinking about that. I need to have some, don't I?
And I need to start with my boys.
Watching you, oh,
'Cause-
you do
'cause-
it. Everybody else gonna do it.
Because think about it. Think about it. The quality of youth football determines the quality of middle school football,
Coaching.
determines the quality of
High school.
high school football. Okay. Let's not get it twisted
Right.
now. These fucking 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds, they're playing high school football right now.
Yeah.
Who put their hands on them? Who coached them up? That's super important.
Right.
Right now, man, we need to have some clinics, man. And I think Coach Ferb talked about this. Shout out to Coach Ferb, man. We love you, man. Go back to DMV, get healthy, whatever you need to do.
Absolutely.
Get back in the game. The game still needs you, right?
Right.
But he talked about doing camps,
Coaching clinics.
coaching clinics. Thank you,
Right.
Coach. Coaching clinics for these young coaches, bro. And we need that. We need that, man. We need guys. We need guys like Coach Washington, get a coach's clinic. There's some
Absolutely.
guys out here. Coach Paler, them guys at Piedmont, great coaches. Let them have a classroom where they can teach different things, different segments of the game. We need some coaches'
No,
clinic
I
for real,
100% agree
because
with
I
that.
do think it's some guys out here, even myself. Hey, bro, it's still shit that we need to learn.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys just don't know where to go, you know,
To get
to
the
learn
information.
to get to the different level that they need to get on to learn more shit about the game, bro. Honestly, man, we need to have
Yeah,
some
we
more
can put
coaches.
that together.
Let's put it
We
together,
can
man.
put that together.
On the line.
Hey,
we can put that
I'm
Coach's
100% in.
Yeah, we can put that
And,
together.
and
with
a
it,
lot of shit we do, coach, all of y'all, we do it, and we don't make a fucking dime off of it. Excuse my
Right.
language, guys.
We don't.
But it's Friday night, man. The hell with y'all. Hey, I got a drink.
I'm about to pop another
I got a
stick.
couple drinks. We find up sticks up in this joint.
Yeah.
It's Friday night. Anybody that's judging us, the hell with
Oh,
y'all.
well.
You know, oh well.
I hope
But
you
we
don't
talking
live in a glass house, baby.
yeah, we talking about some real shit.
But we can put that together though.
Right.
Nah,
I've
but,
been
but
thinking
here's the
about
thing,
that.
though. How receptive are these new coaches going to be to that? Because that's the problem.
Well,
There
the,
seems to be a disconnect between.
Shit, if I can just
No,
get
no,
the
no.
middle
Older
school
coaches
coaches
but
to come in
Philando,
there.
how do we know whether they're receptive if
I'm
it's
saying,
nothing
I'm
out
asking
there?
because we seen.
I think they will be
Okay,
receptive.
well, let's put it out there and find out.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
promote it. Let's promote it. Let's really put on the best, get the best possible coaches, high school coaches. Because
Nah,
I think
we got enough high school
I
coaches.
think Coach Tinsley will get involved.
Absolutely. I think all these coaches will
I
get
think
involved.
Coach Griner
I
will get
love- I'm
involved.
sure they will, bro.
What's my man, Coach? He trained my kid, Palisades. What's his name?
Lord have mercy.
Damn it. And we interviewed him. Great coach. He trained my son. Anyway,
Because he worked with a couple.
I
receivers.
love you, Coach. Yeah, speed coach. He'll get involved.
Yeah.
Very knowledgeable coaches. Coach Grice.
Yep.
Coach
Right.
Jason Brower, very knowledgeable. Coach
Absolutely.
Grice, very knowledgeable. It's a lot of relationships we build with these coaches around here. I think they'll get involved
For
to
sure
help
they
out
will.
some of these. And I think that, hey, y'all heard it right here. Look for it. WEA Sports and On the Line Sports Media is going to
Coaches
start having coaches clinics for you football coaches who are really serious about the development of our kids, because what you do determines what happens in middle school. What you
Absolutely.
do and what happens in middle school determines the quality of high school football players. So let's make it happen. You heard it right here. D. Armin Washington, he on the set right now with his Bedazzle hat on.
We
He
gon-
said with the B dazzle
yeah, we
hat
gonna-
on.
that's easy. Let's put that together, man.
That's
we
an
might need
easy
to do something
fix,
over
man.
the summer. Just a
Let's
basic
get it,
one to
man.
start it out. Let's put that
Get
together.
it, bro. I'm with it.
Because I'm
with
all about
that,
learning
bro.
something new myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I always tell you, man, you know what? Honestly, man, when you the smartest, you feel like the
Get out of that room, brother.
There you go. Thank you, coach.
Get out.
When you the smartest guy, always the smartest guy in the room, sometimes you just in the wrong room.
You gotta get out.
I don't always want to be the smartest guy in the room. I want somebody to be there and tell me, be like, oh shit,
Absolutely, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
even
I
if
want to be in that room.
Nah,
Well, I
man.
did. I don't know. I didn't know that, but I'm glad I'm in this room because I
Right.
would have never known it.
Even
Because
as a trainer,
I saw something earlier today. He was a pro player, a pro coach, and he was talking about terminology,
Right.
getting all the coaches, because you know people coach at different places. they got
Universal
different
language.
you know,
Yeah.
a standard coach's language.
Yes, and
So
universal.
the shit is standard all the way across the board.
Yeah.
So when you say something, everybody know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They had to sit down and come up with a standard.
Yes.
language.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like
A
that. I
standard
like that
language.
because
And
I
I
think
was
that
like, that's great.
it's just like having a universal route tree when you got guys that's changing the numbers. Like,
Yeah, that makes
like,
no
like
sense.
this shit. A 2 is a 2, bro.
Two's a two.
A 9 is a 9. An 8 is an 8. A 7 is a 7. Of course, I know that's the basic, and we could chain it. You know, skinny posts. Is there a number for it? No. You know, drag routes. You know,
Bang
there's-
aid,
is there a
all this
number?
good shit.
Oh, bang aid, shit like that. We know that, but you still got to have that basic universal language, and I 100% agree with that. And that's why we have to have camps, bro. We got to have camps. Like I talked to a young offensive coordinator the other day, and he was running his plays, and he was doing it the old traditional way, where he was running his quarterback on and off the field.
I don't like that.
Oh, that's terrible.
Quarterback,
that irks me
quarterback
so
to the
bad.
huddle, quarterback to the huddle,
Oh, that irks me so.
quarterback
Tired as
back to
hell,
the
I'm
coach.
about to say.
Oh, that
Quarterback to the huddle. His best athlete is doing this, back and forth,
Now,
back and forth, back
and
and forth.
then I calculated that.
Yeah,
You losing in a game when you add up them seconds.
Oh, that's a ton
It's
of seconds.
it's between 2 to 4 minutes a game.
I believe it.
Right. And then he gets
Not
back.
to mention he's gonna be
No,
tired.
let me tell you. And then he gets back to the huddle. His huddle's in disarray. You know, you got a bunch of kids standing around, they talking, they yapping, because they waiting for him to get to play. So they talking and yapping and playing. When he gets back to the huddle, he got to spend more seconds saying, hey, man, y'all be quiet, man. Listen, shut up. You know, they 10.
Especially
You know,
for somebody.
be quiet,
fucked
shut up, shut up. And now the clock's ticking.
Yep.
Now we
Taking
get
away.
now we get a delay of game, or we get an offside.
Man, get the risk
Some
coach,
shit like
bro.
that.
Get the
So
risk coach.
you either get the risk coaches or you got signals. And you know what? The kid was honest. The offensive coordinator, he was honest with me. He said, I've only been doing this for 2 years. I don't know how to get in another play, like without bringing my quarterback to the sideline. He
That's
didn't,
risk, man.
and he honestly did not know.
Yeah.
Like he said, how do you do it? I said, well, I got signals.
Right.
If we're running plays right now, I can just my quarterback look to the sideline. I give him a signal. Boom. We back on the ball. We back on the line of scrimmage. Everybody can't do that. You know.
Now I think what it is it comes down to the coaches having confidence in the players.
Mhm.
Because a lot of these coaches think these kids can't get it. Yes, they can.
Ain't
They're
that
doing something they absolutely love to do. They love football. They can learn how to play football.
Isn't this the ages where they learn?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Isn't this
like,
when their brain is absorbing information
So
and
here's-
retaining information? So you can teach them everything.
So the question is
well, not everything.
can they not learn it or can you not teach it?
They
That's
do
true.
anything.
That's the clinic.
Yeah, that's the clinic.
Because
That's the
Coach Sammy from Freedom Drive Broncos told me something years ago when we was in the regionals.
Sammy Shannon. Shout out to
Sammy
Sammy Shannon.
He told me some real shit, man. We were talking about plays, and I do it to this day, bro. And that's the best shit I don't learn.
Chat, what do you think, man?
He
You hear
was
the
like,
conversation.
Give. Sometimes you got the band, right? Well, I like to use the band.
Right.
So we got plays on the band. We call
band
the
out.
band. But then sometimes when shit get going, he like twin
Words.
Just give the damn play a name. I don't give a damn what you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it a name.
Absolutely.
And certain plays we run, we'll just yell out the
And
damn
everybody
name of the
knows
play.
what to do.
Everybody know that damn play.
Yeah.
Bro,
so
let
you
me tell
can
you.
run an up tempo,
Absolutely.
That's
run
just like
beast. Run beast.
that's just like I got a play called
Tango, tango.
I got a
whatever
play
it is.
called Superman.
Yeah,
They know what it is.
Everybody knows exactly what to do in Superman.
yeah.
And I don't have to tell them what to do. And this coach, this young coach, this is a good conversation. But every coach, some coaches just don't know. That's why it's important to have these camps. They don't know how to call
Right.
an effective, efficient, high tempo, no huddle offense. All they know is a traditional way of going to the huddle, calling play.
Man,
So, yeah.
listen, bro. When I first started coaching youth
Good shit.
football, I had a defensive playbook. And people thought I was crazy.
You sure did.
They thought I was crazy.
Yep.
Guess what? I probably can say that for about 7 years, I had one of the best defenses in the city.
Yeah, you did.
And no one was scoring on it.
You a hell of a defensive
Bro,
coordinator.
that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing is like, stop underestimating these kids, bro.
For sure.
If you take the time, because it was a basic 4-3 defense, and you can shift from a 4-4 to 4-3 to a 5-3, whatever it is by color. It was gold offense, white offense, black offense, or defense. I'm sorry. If it was gold, it was like a 4-4. If it was white, it was 4-3. It was black, it was 5-3. You know what I'm saying? They understand this shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's got to be the application. You got to get the reps in. So I could change the defense based on what I see. I'll be like gold, gold, gold. That means we're definitely defending against the pass, right? We got 4 linebackers, and we got a guy to cover the slots. We get, you know what I'm saying? So stop acting like these kids can't learn this shit.
No,
bro.
they can't.
Man, I'm still old school. Every game I got a clipboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
ain't no
hell
wrong.
yeah.
Yes.
And on my clipboard, I got every week I'm printing this shit out. I got all the special teams on a piece of paper.
Bruh.
So I know exactly who's supposed to be in the game.
Your personnel.
And then
Yeah,
behind that
absolutely.
name on the personnel is his backup.
Who fills in?
Yeah,
Your
absolutely.
depth chart.
We've been
And
doing
then
that.
on the defense, I got the shit printed out on defense. The defense we in, I got the starters, then I got a line, and then I got
Man, you gotta have that on your sideline.
Bruh,
I got
listen, bro,
every sub up under that. So when I
Absolutely.
look at that clipboard,
It's a no-brainer.
All you gotta do is
It's a
say,
no-brainer.
bruh, I had simple gold defense.
you gotta have
You
it.
know you're on gold defense. But here's my thing. Like Booker, remember this? Probably you remember we was at Still Creek. I got in trouble one time for in a jamboree. I had a fucking walkie-talkie I was at the top in the coach meeting with a walkie-talkie.
You
You
can't
gonna
do
get
that.
in trouble for that. You
Yeah,
gonna
but
get
here's
in
what I'm
trouble.
saying. How they call in plays?
He was in the box.
He was in the box.
Here's what I'm saying. How they call plays in college? How they call plays?
From the
That's
box.
just coming from the box. Walkie-talkie. I'm saying that's how much I believed in that you can teach these kids anything.
Let me ask you this: why you think they banned that shit? Why you think that's like
because it's an unfair
that's a no
advantage,
top unfair advantage? Yeah.
because most coaches
and-
can't teach that. And they
In you
can't do that.
football,
It's an unfair
you
advantage.
can't do it. You can't have the headset. I'm like, man, why
That's
not?
bullshit.
That's his coach.
These
We
kids,
coaching.
listen, these kids do this shit on Madden, Mike the shit. They understand more than you think.
But right now they can't stop the shit anyway. Technology. Right now I can walk. I can be. They don't know who the hell my damn box coach is.
Yep.
I can have a coach stand up on the hill right now with a headphone on. And I can have some damn head. I can have earphones
away your
on.
trade
I can have Apple pods in my ear. They don't know what the hell's going
No,
on.
I'm just saying.
So
that-
really, you can really do
what
it
I'm
right now.
saying is like,
I'm just
don't
saying.
underestimate these kids. They
Don't
can be
underestimate
They
them.
can
yeah.
be coached from the sideline.
They
If
can.
you teach them this shit,
Yeah.
you're teaching them something they love. It's not like you're teaching them fucking U.S. history,
Right.
fucking whatever 1-on-1. You're teaching them football. You're teaching them like this is what you got to do to get to the next level.
They're
when you
absorbing
go-
information, bro.
Exactly. So they only know what you teach them.
That's right.
You're their teacher.
My
Right.
kids like, Coach, we got a playbook. I like, hell no, we don't write down no plays. You better memorize these motherfuckers. Like,
Man, you know,
like all these kids know all these 3 sets. If we running 3 sets, you better know all the damn plays them 3 sets.
man, I hate it,
I
man.
got
but
now I do write them down.
when I got to middle school football, I was told to
Dumb it down.
dumb it down.
Let's
Like,
be real.
and I'm looking at these kids. I'm like, these jokers going to the next level, man. It's hard for me to just
Don't dumb
okay,
it down.
but
Dumb
but
some of it.
but okay, I'll dumb it down and give them the basics. Man, forget that shit, man.
Listen, bro. I am famous.
Retain what they can retain,
Listen.
comprehend what they can comprehend, and get the guys that can comprehend and can retain it. And those are the guys that you play.
I have always had this same attitude since the day I started coaching. And it's I don't coach down, you got to play up.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's
I've been
it's
saying
one of
that.
my favorites.
I don't coach down. You got to play up, bro. If you want, because I'm not coaching where you at, I'm coaching to where you're trying to go.
Yeah, you better learn these damn
You
formations.
better learn this shit, bro. So when you step up to high school next year, you fall right in. This is not new to you.
Man,
These
they don't,
kids know 20 fucking plays in
Yeah.
their heads. You know them, they know them.
Bruh.
Kids learn anything you teach them.
bro, they can go to freaking. You look at them, sit down and watch them play Madden. Sit down and watch them play
They
Fortnite.
understand this
Sit
shit,
down
bro.
and watch them play Call of Duty. Sit down and watch them play. They remember shit. They can remember. They can retain whatever it
Absolutely.
is that they want to retain.
Whatever they're interested in.
Whatever they're interested in, bro. You know, if you love the game, I always my look. Do you love football?
Yeah.
Do you love football? I always ask every last one of my teams.
Mm.
Do you love football
Do you love
more
the
than
game?
you love Fortnite? More than you love Call of Duty? You gotta love this shit. I'm telling y'all right now, for the ones that's putting video games over football, but then you come out to the football field and you give me a mediocre ass effort. No, don't keep coming out here expecting something out of me and you don't even love the game, because I love the game.
Right.
If you don't love the game, bro, if you don't love the game, man, you gonna fall short somewhere, man. You gotta love this shit. You gotta love it over.
All of it.
You gotta love it over girls. You gotta love it over the social media. You gotta love it over the PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever you play, video games. You gotta love this shit.
Yeah.
And the kids that love it retain the information. They comprehend, and they hungry, and they always on practice. They always at practice.
Yep.
They always on time. These are the kids that we're looking for, and those are the kids that we go back to what Coach John, what was the guy, John, the guy we just listened to?
Yeah.
We farm those kids up.
Farm them up.
We farm those kids up.
And that's what happened in college too. Some kids get to college, they can play the game, they got all
They
the
don't
talent,
love it.
but they don't lost the love for it. It's the discipline of the routine.
That's why it's 1%.
There you go.
That's 1%.
Because you own the damn routine in college. Your ass is up at 6
your
to
ass
fucking
is there
9.
your ass is there to play college football. Get
6
your-
to 9.
Get your degree
Working
on
out in
your
the
own
morning,
time.
doing all the other stuff in the evening, study hall, groups,
That's
and
your
teams
that's
and
your
all
bit.
that, and then you gotta do that shit every day. That's where you gotta get that. But some kids don't have a schedule.
Well, here's the thing.
You gotta put that schedule in.
Coach Larry Fedora told my nephew, You are not on scholarship to get a degree. You're on scholarship to play football. You figure your education out on your own.
Yeah, you got to
That's
get
right.
that schedule. We got to get them on schedules, man.
Yeah, that's it. So if you think if
Routines.
you can't handle being up from 6 a.m., 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. just football shit, this ain't college. That shit ain't for you, bro.
Man, it's a lifestyle if you want to make it, bro.
That's
Football,
what it is.
football is a lifestyle. And that's the one thing I learned from being over at Mallet Creek when Coach Parmary was there, man. I was on the outside looking in, man. And when you play football at Mallet Creek, man, that shit was a lifestyle. And everybody bought into it, you know, and I think I've heard them say it, and I think they might have had some shirts printed up or something saying it's a lifestyle.
It
And
is.
that's what it was. And the fact that they had that mindset,
That's why
they were winning. Because that's the culture and the environment that they created. It's a lifestyle, man. That's why I tell these kids right now, these middle school kids, bro, I'm in front of them. If you don't love this shit, bro,
do something different.
go, there's a basketball, there's a gym right there.
Yep.
You might be a better basketball player. But when you come out, right, my culture that I'm creating at JMA, bro, is if you don't love this shit, bro, don't keep coming out here.
Around.
Because every last coach that I have on this staff, they love football.
But
Right?
see, the thing is, they think
And-
when they say you love football, they think you talking about the football games. Nah, bro.
I'm talking about the
It's
overall,
all-
the
every
whole
part
game.
of shit.
Games is fun.
The film study,
The process.
the fucking workouts, the practices, all this shit.
The-
Eating right, sleeping right.
The process.
And that's what
period.
you talk,
Everything,
and that's
bro.
what you were talking about earlier with the kids and their confidence, because some of them just they don't understand or haven't been in process.
That's it. It's the process. A lot of guys, they think they love the game, but they don't love the process.
They don't love the process.
Right? You want to be a winner and you think you want to be the top guy, but being the top guy, there's a process.
Yep.
And a lot of these guys want to skip steps. You want to skip steps in the process. The process is the process,
Yeah,
man.
baby.
You
can't
know what
just-
I'm saying?
You
When
can't just love Friday nights, baby. You gotta
Yeah,
love Monday
man.
through Thursday.
Yeah, man. They talking about, man, he's a game player. I hate motherfucking give these kids excuses.
Bullshit.
Oh man, he's a game player. No, he got to show me
Bullshit.
what the hell he can do in the classroom. He got to show me what he can do. I watch kids. Honestly, sometimes I sit in my car before I get to middle school football practice, and I'll sit in my car just to see kids coming out of the locker room. What are they
What
doing?
are they doing?
I got kids, man. Might have a kid coming down the hill and he looking to talk to people. You can tell he want to communicate. He want to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Then I watch the kid that comes. We got bleachers right there at our fence, so putting his shit on because you know why? You know why he's putting his stuff on? His
Ready to go.
his stuff because Coach Philando, I heard Coach Philando at a Compete Sports Camp say, if you come across that freaking fence and you got on some Crocs, you're gonna hate life.
Yes.
Oh, that's a rule that says now you better
Right.
not cross that fence.
Yeah. So I
got
watched
kids to tell kids you better go back.
I watched those kids listen to, because this is part of the process.
Yep.
Did I listen to my coach? Right? He said, do not get on that football field, come inside that fence with these Crocs on.
You better be
So
fully dressed. coming across that
you
fence.
better be fully dressed. If your mama bought you here in a car, you football guys,
better
you didn't
Get dressed
drive.
on the fucking. Yep.
You didn't drive. Did you drive? Your ass when you get out the car, you need to be ready to
She
go.
got slides on for her, bro.
You need to be ready to
That shit
go.
pissed me
You need to
off.
be ready. So all that is part of the process, right? The training, getting that additional training, part of the process. A lot of times I challenge my kids. I challenge my kids on studying the game.
Yep.
When I make them have homework. First of all, finish your real homework first.
Yeah, yeah. Get the one that's gonna. Get
But
you
I
there.
want you to tell me, all of y'all to come here, and I want y'all to tell me what the word dominates means.
Mm.
Somebody better come back. You tell me what the word dominates means. And I
What does
want
that
the
mean to you?
meaning.
Right.
What does it mean to you? How can you tell your team what the word dominates? Because coach talks about the word dominate your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to you? Y'all chanting it and we yelling, dominate, 1, 2, 3, dominate.
Defeat.
What does destroy? What does it mean? So I give them those challenges. Go, and I want you to bring it back because I need you to get that inside of you. Right? I need to get you get that, understand that word, and understand what it means. So when you dominate your opponent, you
Right.
can say, damn, I dominated his ass.
Absolutely.
This is exactly what coach was talking about.
Right.
So you got to challenge these kids, and that's from the mental part of it.
And you know what? And that just don't go to the field too, bro. Washington tell you right now, don't even come in my gym with fucking slides on.
Mm-hmm.
Come ready to work, bro. Come
ready.
ready to work. But the motherfuckers, I'm talking about motherfucking middle schoolers. They know better to walk in my fucking gym and other than anything other than gym shoes. My fucking Butler Bulldogs, they know better than to come in that fucking weight room. It's some fucking slides.
It's on and popping.
Bro, come in that bitch ready to work.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come in, clocked in. You clocked in before you do not cross that floor, bro. And it may seem like a small thing,
It's
Nah, it's
always
huge.
a
but it's
small
a
thing.
huge thing, bro.
Why coach making a big deal out of it, man? Coach be tripping.
Be
Because the
fucking
things
ready
ain't
to
gonna
go,
kill us.
bro.
The big things, I tell the kids,
The big
it
things
ain't
ain't
gonna be the big play, the big things that kill us. It's gonna be the little things.
That's it.
bro.
It's the little shit that you let them be little, then they gonna get bigger.
Bruh,
and
listen
bigger.
to me,
We
man.
gotta have the little shit.
I have
Take care of the little things.
Absolutely.
Period.
And I
Details.
instilled a complete different mindset of these boys. I don't let them get away with nothing. Absolute nothing. You know what I've done, coach? If I tell you to walk to this fucking line, you better walk to that fucking line. Because if you don't, guess what's going to happen? You're going to come stand beside me, and everybody else going to do up downs.
Yep.
Not you that caused it. Not you who
Yeah.
didn't follow instruction. No, you're going to come stand beside me.
I like that.
And
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I be doing.
I'm
Get
gonna
on
let
that
your
line.
fucking teammates play for it. I'm gonna let your teammates show how ungrateful you are, how undisciplined you are, and they gotta pay for your fucking fuck ups.
Man,
And
this
guess-
shit, is-
I
this shit is
love it.
crazy, and it translates into your actual schemes. If I tell a kid to run a 10 back to 8 comeback,
That's what the fuck
nigga,
you
I
mean.
need you to run a 10 back
'Cause
to
the
8.
quarterback is throwing
You
the 8.
you just ran a 15. You ran a 15. You just
To
ran a
12.
15 back to 12, and the quarterback threw a pick.
Yes, that's your fault.
Nigga, I told you. So it's all a mindset.
Yep.
It's all a mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you got to have coaches that's lined up. Like the coaches has the lineup, man.
They can't
That's why-
waver, bro.
That's why I said we got to have coaches camp.
That's what
Period.
I'm saying.
I ain't
But
gonna
here's
keep
the
saying it.
thing, though,
Got
It's
it.
gonna happen. We're gonna put it together.
I'm gonna say you this, and this will be the last thing I'll say. But you gotta stick to that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like even it gets on your fucking nerves sometime. You still got to do it.
Yep.
If I say this is what the fuck, what the protocol is, this is the standard, I got to hold you to the standard. I can't let.
Period.
I don't give a shit if you a 5-star player or a fucking kid that's never played before. Everybody is held to the standard because guess what? I tell these motherfuckers, y'all all were 4 and 8 last year except the new guys. So don't give me this entitlement bullshit, bro.
Period.
I am never experiencing that shit again. So this is the way we gonna do it. But guess what? If you can't do it this way, go ahead and quit now. Go ahead and quit now. Nah, real talk. And guess what I tell them? Quit now. And guess what? When I see you in the hall, I'm gonna dap you up.
That be up.
Guess
It's
what
still
happens?
up, man. It's
Guess
still
what
all
happens when I
love.
see you on post on social media? I'ma love it. I'ma comment everything
Because it's still all love.
because it's all
regardless.
love. But you just
Yeah.
ain't built for this shit right here.
Hey, you know what? He held himself accountable. He was like, man, I can't do it.
I
I manned up.
I love you, bro.
I manned up.
And I'm gonna help you any other way we can. But I can't help you right
What
here.
you got, Coach, before we get out of here, Coach? Coach Wash. You got anything you want to say before we about to get off?
Nah, it's been, hey, I'm glad I came in the studio. I don't had a great time, man. But we gotta stick with it and keep building, getting the middle school built up the way we're doing it. There's a lot of good coaches who have come into middle school
Absolutely.
off other teams who have taken over programs, and you can tell, you can see it that the game is getting better. It's being coached up better. It looked better, you know. So everybody out here just keep grinding and keep working, and we do got to get that coaches clinic together. And you need to be at the 7-on-7 next week.
Yeah.
The middle school.
You poured that Greg Paler?
Yeah.
No, anybody.
Oh, I
You
thought
watch
he pointed at the screen.
Yeah,
I
be at the
didn't
middle
know.
school 7-on-7.
No, but
You
that's
got
real,
a
though.
team? Hit me up.
My message clearly, man, what we talked about, man, is what we do in youth football impacts what happens. It impacts the quality of middle school football. It impacts the quality of high school football.
Absolutely.
So you football coaches, don't take yourself don't take it for granted. Don't take this game for granted, man. It means a lot to what happens in the community, man. And we respect I respect the youth football coaches, but some of you guys are not digging deep enough. You're not digging it. You're not going hard enough. You're not really respecting the game. I like to see men out in the community volunteering your
Absolutely.
time, doing this to the. But if you're gonna do it for real, man. Dig deeper. We coach just talked about it. We just talked it up right here on the Line Sports Media. Talked it up. We're gonna put together. We are adamant and very intentional about putting together a youth football camp. I mean,
Coaches
coaches
camp.
clinics,
Yep.
man, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do classroom, and then we're gonna get on the field and see what it looks like also on the field.
I like that.
So what you've learned on in the classroom, we're gonna put it on the field. That you look at. I think we went to some of the. I think back in the day, some of the. I think
Place-
FBU still
FBU
doing it.
has good stuff.
Yeah. So they got some good stuff. So we wanna mimic some of those programs. FBU was taking off and they're doing a great job. Shout out to Jason Brown for what he does with FBU. But we take the game serious, man. From youth football to middle school football to high school football, man.
Nah,
and
man.
we love y'all, man. Thanks, Coach. Coach, you got one more. Coach, you look like you got one.
I was gonna say, man, if you're really serious about this thing, man, just if you consider this, especially as a youth football coach, you are their first teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Why not teach them the right way?
And that's it. And why not teach them the right way? And we're gonna try our best to make sure that you know what the right way is. So, hey, man, thanks for all of our followers, man. Everybody who's been listening, man. Continue to subscribe. Like, hey, both of these guys got their own podcasts, man, and they got their own platform where So shout out to Coach Philando, Impact
Culture, the
Podcast.
baby.
Yeah, Impact Culture, the podcast. Shout out to WEA. What is it?
Coach Washington Sports Talk.
Coach Washington Sports Talk, man. Continue to
I
follow
love
these
that show,
guys,
by the
man.
way.
And I am your host, Coach Booker, your boy
Your
on the
boy.
Line Sports Media, man. And we out.
Peace out. man.
Peace.